5. Oh, copyrighted music is coming. Hey, everybody. Google's having their, like, one real event. And it's animated. Let's hear it.
Since day one, we set out to significantly improve the lives of as many people as possible. And with
now they're mixing in.
You found new answers.
How are you gonna survive the takeover of Bing GPT? Went one stream to another.
We even learned how to spell the word Epicurean.
Wait, Google?
Life got a little
Google
easier.
taught that kid how to do that?
Our photos got a little better.
Come on now.
And we got closer to a world where we all belong.
Bridal makeup. There you go. Whoa. How to become an astronaut?
So as
Was
we
that a
stand
popular
on the
one?
cusp of a new era, new breakthroughs in AI will reimagine the ways we can help.
Let's see. Do you think they're gonna let me react to this?
We will have the chance
Or are
to
they
live
gonna
lives
ban
of
me
millions.
for reacting?
We will give
I don't really
businesses
care
the
if they do, to be
opportunity
honest.
thrive and grow,
We've got more things to talk about.
and help
Coming
society
here for a
answer
Google
the
event.
toughest questions we have to face. Now, we don't take this for granted.
Switch to Google. They
So
teach you
while
how to
our
be an
ambition is
astronaut.
bold, our approach will always be responsible.
Always.
Because our goal is to make AI helpful for everyone.
Right. I've seen this movie before. We are not evil, we swear. I promise you. Whoa, look at how many people there are. Where's Marquez? Okay, now it's just music. You're like trying to get me copyright claimed. Google, come on. Hey, Sundar decided to show up.
Good morning, everyone.
Good
Welcome to Duet
morning.
It's great to see so many of you here at Shoreline, so many developers, and a huge thanks to the millions joining from around the world.
You're welcome.
From Bangladesh to Brazil to our new Bayview campus right next door.
To
so great to have
California.
you as always.
He's talking about me now.
As you may have heard, AI is having a very busy year.
Yeah.
So we've got lots to talk about. Let's get started.
Stealing your jobs.
7 years
Stealing
into
your
our
job.
journey as an AI-first company, we are at an exciting inflection point. We have an opportunity to make AI even more helpful for people, for businesses, for communities, for everyone.
He is skinny.
We've been applying AI to
I
make
want
our
his
products
diet.
radically more helpful for a while. With generative AI, we are taking the next step. With a bold and responsible approach, we are reimagining all our core products, including search. You will hear more later in the keynote.
Good morning.
Let me
Good
start
morning.
with a few examples of how generative AI is helping to evolve our products, starting with Gmail.
Oh boy.
In 2017, we launched Smart Reply. Short responses you could select with just one click.
Now you don't even read your
Next
email.
came Smart Compose,
GPT
which
will respond
offered
without
writing
you knowing.
suggestions as you type. Smart Compose led to more advanced writing
Wait
features
to see.
powered by AI. They've been used in Workspace
Wanna
over
see the kids again,
180
Sophia?
billion
Please let me
times
see them.
in the past year alone.
Wow,
And
that's
now
a
with
lot.
a much more powerful generative model, we are taking the next step in Gmail with Help Me Write.
Help me.
Let's say you got this email
I need this
that
for
your
my
flight
video.
was canceled. The airline has sent a voucher, but what you really want is a full refund. You could
Yes.
reply and use Help Me Write.
What does it say?
Just type in the prompt of what you want, an email to ask for
Ask
a full
for a
refund.
full Wait.
Hit create, and a full draft appears. As you can
My
see,
attention has been brought
it
to the
conveniently
cancellation.
pulled in
However,
flight details from the
forsooth,
previous
I would like to
email.
request.
And it looks
Furthermore,
pretty close to what you want to send.
I appreciate your.
Maybe you want to refine it further.
That's
In
great.
this case, a more elaborate email
Bl-
might
oh.
increase the chances of getting the refund.
How many words does it add? Oh my God! I've been a loyal customer of your airline. My baby was left on the tarmac.
And there you go.
It lies
I think
to
it's
you.
ready to send.
For the
Help
love of
Me
God.
Ride will start rolling out
I wanna
as part
pause
of our
it.
Workspace updates. And just like with Smart Compose,
My mother
you will see
died
it
before
get
getting
better
on this
over time.
plane. It is your fault for
The
not.
next example is Maps. Since the early days of Street View,
Oh my
AI
God.
has stitched together billions of panoramic images so people can explore the world from their device.
Without
At
getting
last year's I/O, we introduced Immersive View,
so
which
many
uses AI
words.
to create a high-fidelity representation of a place so you can experience it before you visit. Now
Or
we are
not visit.
expanding that same technology to do what Maps does best, help you get where you want to go.
Oh,
Google
that's a new
Maps
idea.
provides 20 billion kilometers of directions every day. That's a lot
Is
of
there like a
trips.
plane flying over? Do
Imagine if you could see your whole trip in advance.
you hear that?
With Immersive View for routes, now you can, whether you're walking, cycling, or driving. Let me show you what I mean.
Yeah, I'd like
Say
some-
I'm in New York City and I want to go on a bike ride. Maps has given me a couple of options close to where I am. I like the one on the waterfront.
He's
so let's go with
doxing
that.
someone's
Looks scenic.
location.
And I want to get a feel for it first. Click on Immersive View for routes, and it's an entirely new way to look at my journey.
Oh, it's like Apple
I
Maps.
can zoom in to get an incredible bird's eye view of the ride.
I'm
And as we
Spider-Man.
turn, we get onto a great bike path.
This is. Are the birds important? The birds will be at this time in this
It
location.
looks like it's going to be a beautiful ride.
Birds aren't
You can
real,
also
man.
check today's air quality. Looks like AQI is 43, pretty good. And if I want to check traffic and weather and see how they might change over the next few hours, I can do that.
Will
Looks like it's
Tesla
going to pour
access
later,
this information?
so maybe I want to get going now.
Now you can't even
Immersive
see
View
the
for
map
routes will
because it's
begin to
raining.
roll out over the summer
That's great.
and launch in 15 cities by the end of the year, including London, New York, Tokyo, and San Francisco.
Okay. GTA 6 unveiled by Google. We're all in a simulation. That's
Another
correct.
product made better by AI is Google Photos. We introduced it at I/O in 2015.
And
It
you
was
had
one of our
unlimited
first
access.
AI-native products.
And then you removed the
Breakthroughs
unlimited
in machine
access.
learning made it possible to search your photos for things like people, sunsets, or waterfalls. Of course, we want you to do more than just search photos. We also want to help you make them better.
Oh,
In fact, every month,
You're gonna tell me.
1.7 billion images are edited in Google Photos.
you're a bad photographer.
AI advancements
Let
give
me
us
help
more
you with
powerful ways to do this. For example, Magic Eraser, launched first on Pixel, uses AI-powered
Ew.
computational
What is
photography
that?
to remove unwanted distractions.
that.
And later this year,
I need that alpaca.
using a combination of semantic understanding and generative AI,
Is that an alpaca?
you can do much more with a new experience called Magic Editor. Let's have a look.
Wait,
Say
how's this
you're on a
different
hike,
from auto?
you stop to take a photo in front of a waterfall. You wish you had taken your bag off for the photo, so let's go ahead and remove that bag strap.
What?
The
Why?
photo feels a bit dark, so you can improve the lighting.
What? The
And
screen
maybe
went
you
black.
want to even get rid of some clouds to make it feel as sunny as you
I don't want
remember.
people to think I had my backpack on.
Looking even closer, you wish you had posed so it looks like you're really catching the water in your hand.
No.
No problem. You can adjust that.
What? I can't. So you can fix all of those cringy leaning Tower of
There you
Pisa
go.
pictures.
Let's look at
you
one
take.
more photo. This is a great photo, but as a parent, you always want your kid at the center of it all.
It's kind of dark.
And it looks like the balloons got cut off in this one. So you can go ahead and reposition the birthday boy. Magic Editor
I don't know about all
automatically
that.
recreates parts of the bench and balloons that were not captured in the original shot.
I have a feeling that
As a finishing
is
touch,
gonna fail
you
a
can
lot.
punch up the sky. It changes the lighting in the rest of the photo so the edit feels consistent. It's truly magical.
consistent.
We are excited to roll out Magic Editor in Google Photos later this year.
Wow. I need to get the Tim Cook wow thing ready.
From Gmail and Photos to
Where is
Maps,
it?
these are just a few examples of how
Tactical
AI can
nuke.
help you in moments that matter. And there is so much more we can do
AI
to
is
deliver the
taking
full
over.
potential of AI across the products you know and love. Today,
Excuse me.
we have 15 products that each serve more than 500 million people and businesses.
Ignore that for a
And
second.
6 of those products serve over 2 billion users each. This gives us so many opportunities to
There you
deliver
go.
on our mission,
Here you go.
to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. It's a timeless mission that feels more relevant with each passing year.
Oh.
And looking ahead, making AI helpful for everyone is the most profound way we will advance our mission. And we are doing this in 4 important ways. First, by improving your knowledge and learning and deepening your understanding of the world.
I need to crop it.
Second, by boosting creativity and productivity so you can express yourself and get things done. Third, by enabling developers and businesses to build their own transformative products and services.
Good.
Finally,
Now we're
by
ready.
building and deploying AI responsibly
I have a
so that
soundboard.
everyone can benefit equally. We are so excited by the opportunities ahead. Our ability to make AI helpful for everyone relies on continuously advancing our foundation models.
Thank you, Sundar.
So I want to take a moment to share how we are approaching them.
Tell us about Google Barf.
Last year,
Bart.
you heard us talk about PaLM, which led to many improvements across our products.
I wasn't watching
Today,
last year. I'm sorry.
we are ready to announce our latest PaLM model in production,
Palm?
PaLM 2.
Ooh. The Squeakwool. Electric Boogaloo. No more learning. Just
PaLM 2 builds on our fundamental research and our latest infrastructure.
I have 2 palms.
Highly capable at a wide range of tasks and easy to deploy. We are announcing over 25 products and features powered by PaLM 2 today. PaLM 2 models deliver excellent foundational capabilities across a wide range of sizes. We have affectionately named them Gecko, Otter,
Gecko?
Bison, and Unicorn.
Oh my god!
Gecko is so lightweight that it can work on mobile devices,
Google Unicorn?
fast enough for great interactive applications on device, even when offline. PaLM 2 models are stronger in logic and reasoning, thanks to broad training on scientific and mathematical
More
topics.
than GPT. That's good.
It's also trained on multilingual text, spanning over 100 languages, so it understands and generates nuanced results. Combined with powerful coding capabilities, PaLM 2 can also help developers collaborating around the world. Let's look at this example. Let's say you're working
Can
with
you
a
fix
colleague
this
in
code
Seoul
with a bug?
and you're debugging code.
No.
You can ask it to fix a bug and help out your teammate by adding comments in Korean to the code. It first recognizes the code is recursive, suggests a fix, and even explains the reasoning behind the fix. And as you can see, it added comments in Korean, just like you asked.
I did ask that. Thank you. Did I crop it too much?
While PaLM 2 is highly
No, I
capable,
didn't.
it really shines when fine-tuned on domain-specific knowledge. We recently released SecPaLM,
Sorry.
a version of PaLM 2 fine-tuned for security use cases.
We've
It uses AI
created
to
a solution
better
for the
detect
problem
malicious
we made.
scripts
It's
and
great.
can help security experts understand and resolve threats. Another example is MedPaLM 2. In this case, it's fine-tuned on medical knowledge. This fine-tuning achieved a 9x
Oh, no.
reduction
Into the
in
Void by Randy
inaccurate
Vasquez.
reasoning when compared to the model, approaching the performance of clinician experts who answered the same set of questions. In fact, MedPaLM 2 was the
I didn't mean
first
to play it
language
that
model
time. That's my bad.
to perform at expert level on medical licensing exam-style questions and is currently the state of the art.
That's good.
We are also working to add capabilities to MedPaLM 2 so that it can synthesize information from medical imaging, like plain films and mammograms.
It's a palm showing a
You can
palm.
imagine an AI
it's an X-ray of
collaborator
a hand.
that helps radiologists interpret images and communicate the results.
We're stealing doctors'
These are
jobs
some
now.
examples of PaLM 2 being used in
Congratulations.
specialized domains. We can't wait to see it used in more. That's
Screw
why
you,
I'm pleased to
doctors.
announce that it is now available in preview, and I'll let Thomas share more.
Ooh. You know, I just wish they would have capitalized the A.
Palm 2 is the latest step in our decade-long journey to bring AI in responsible ways to billions of people. It builds on progress made by two world-class teams, the
This
Brain
isn't
team
cringe, Hunter.
and DeepMind.
This is important
Looking back
information
at
they're
the
unveiling.
defining AI breakthroughs over the last decade, these teams have
Transformers.
contributed to a significant number of them.
It came from Google.
AlphaGo, Transformers,
Let them come.
sequence-to-sequence models, and so on.
eBay.
All this helps set the stage for the inflection point we are at today.
Dr.
We recently brought these two teams together into a single unit, Google DeepMind. Using the computational resources of Google, they have focused on building more capable systems safely and responsibly. This
is
includes
cool
our
stuff.
next generation foundation model,
I'm just making
Gemini,
fun of the cool stuff.
which is still in training. Gemini
God.
was created from the ground up to be multimodal, highly efficient at tool and API integrations,
Are you a Gemini?
and built to enable future innovations like memory and planning. While still early, we are already seeing impressive multimodal capabilities not seen in prior models.
It's really impressive, but
Once
it's too early.
fine-tuned
We
and
can't talk about
rigorously
it.
tested for safety,
But we'll talk about it.
Gemini will be available at various sizes and capabilities, just like Palm 2. As we
Before time
invest in
began,
more advanced models,
there
we're
was
also deeply investing in
Google.
AI responsibility. This includes having the tools to identify synthetically generated content whenever you encounter it.
Yeah, those ones are colorful.
Two important approaches are
That's true.
watermarking and metadata. Watermarking embeds information directly into content in ways that are maintained even through modest image editing. Moving forward, we are building our models to
you are a
include
Gemini.
watermarking and other techniques from the start. If you look at the synthetic image, it's impressive how real it looks. So you can imagine how important this is going to be in the future.
Looks like a real cat.
Metadata allows content creators to associate additional context with original files,
I hate meta.
giving you more information whenever you encounter an image.
They've worked their name
We'll
into
ensure
everyone else's.
every one of our AI-generated images has that metadata.
I think Meta has
James
a lot
will
of data.
talk about our responsible approach to AI later. As models get better
Later.
and more capable, one of the most exciting opportunities is making them available for people to engage with directly. That's the opportunity we have with Bard, our experiment
Barf?
for conversational AI. We are rapidly evolving Bard. It now supports a wide range of
He
programming
says it with an
capabilities,
O.
and it's gotten much smarter at reasoning and math prompts. And as of today, it is now fully running on Palm 2. To share more about what's coming, let me turn it over to Sissy.
Sissy? Wait. That's rude. Why would you call someone? Oh, that's her name. I see. That makes more sense.
Wow.
Thanks, Sundar. Large language models have captured the world's imagination, changing how we think about the future of computing.
I like her buttons.
We launched Bard as
Are
a
those
limited
Pixel
access
watches?
experiment on a lightweight large language model to get feedback
Lightweight,
and iterate.
large.
And since then, the team has been working hard to make rapid improvements and
That's
launch
me.
them quickly.
I'm a lightweight large.
With Palm 2, Bard's math, logic, and reasoning skills made a huge leap forward, underpinning its ability to help developers with programming. Bard can now collaborate on tasks like code generation, debugging, and explaining code snippets. Bard has already learned more than 20
What's all this
programming
code?
languages, including C++, Go, JavaScript,
Google Sheets is a
Python,
programming
Kotlin,
language?
and even Google Sheets functions.
What? An R.
And we're thrilled
The
to
letter
see
R.
that coding has quickly become one of the most popular things that people are doing with Bard. So let's take a look at an example.
To fix all of our buggy
I've recently
software.
been learning chess, and for fun, I thought I'd see if I can program a move in Python. How would I use Python to generate the scholar's mate move in chess?
Can we establish what the scholar's mate move is first? Oh my god.
Okay, here Bard created a script
Just-
to recreate this chess move in Python.
Let Bard play
And notice
chess.
how it also formatted the code nicely, making it easy to read.
Wow, it did.
We've also heard great feedback from developers about how Bard provides code citation.
Bard and then
And starting
board.
next week, you'll notice something right here. We're making code citations even more precise.
What?
If Bard brings in a block of
GitHub?
code, just click this annotation, and Bard will underline the block and link to the source.
Wow.
Now, Bard can also help me understand the code.
Sorry. It's just
Could
so.
you tell me what chess.board does in this code?
Let's see it explain. Sure. Thanks for saying
Now, this
sure.
is a super helpful explanation of what it's doing and makes things more clear.
Yeah, well, Google kill
All right,
this
let's
too.
see if we can make this code a little better.
Bard said the
How would
board
I
is a Bard
improve
object.
this code?
Delete it.
Okay, let's see. There's a list comprehension, creating a function, and using a generator. Those are some great suggestions. Now, could you join them into one single Python code block?
No, I cannot.
Okay, now Bard is rebuilding the code with these improvements.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, great. How easy was that?
So
and in a couple
easy,
clicks,
sissy.
I can move this directly into Colab. Developers love
Just
the
say
ability
collab.
to bring code from Bard into their workflow, like
You guys
with
want to collab
So
sometime?
coming soon, we're adding the ability to export and run code with our partner Replit, starting with Python.
Replit, Python, Bard, Colab. This is all making perfect sense.
We've also heard that you want dark theme, so starting today, you can activate it.
You guys didn't have dark theme? You should have had dark theme by now. Like, Terminal was
You can
dark
activate
from
it
the
right
beginning.
in Bard or let it follow your OS settings. And speaking of exporting things, people often ask Bard for a head start drafting emails and documents. So today, we are launching 2 more export actions, making it easy to move Bard's responses right into Gmail and Docs.
Couldn't do that? How does it know who to send it to? How does it know?
So we're excited by how quickly Bard and the underlying models are improving, but we're not stopping
Yes,
there.
There is a test at the
We
end
want
of
to
this.
bring more capabilities to Bard to fuel your curiosity and imagination.
Fuel me.
And so, I'm excited to announce that tools are coming to Bard.
Tools? Oh my god. Like hammers, saws.
As you collaborate with Bard, you'll be able to
Screwdriver.
tap into services from Google and extensions with partners to let you do things never before possible.
Whoa.
And of course, we'll approach this responsibly in a secure and private way, letting you always stay in control.
BS detector.
We're
is
starting
going
with
on.
some of the Google apps that people love and use every day. It's incredible
loud.
what Bard can already do with text. But images are such a fundamental part of how we learn and express.
Bard Plus.
So, in the next few weeks, Bard will become more visual, both in its responses and your prompts.
You're not bored, you're
So,
Bard.
if you ask, what are some must-see sites in New Orleans?
I thought she said musty.
Bard's going to use Google search and the knowledge graph to find the most relevant images.
New Orleans
Okay,
is too humid.
here we go.
Don't
the
go.
French Quarter, the Garden District. These images are really giving me a much better sense of what I'm exploring.
The Audubon Zoo.
We'll also make it easy for you to prompt Bard with images.
Let those
giving you
animals
even
go.
more ways to explore and create. People love Google Lens, and in the coming months,
They
we're
do?
bringing in the powers of Lens to Bard.
The
So,
Bard can see. Oh my god, those are some cute boys.
So if you're looking to have some fun with your fur babies, you might upload an image and ask Bard to write a funny caption about these two.
Write a funny caption.
And Lens detects that this is a photo of a goofy German Shepherd and a golden
Goofy?
retriever. And then Bard uses that to create some funny captions.
When you're trying to figure out which one of you is the good boy. Oh my god.
If you ask me, I think they're both good boys.
Bard's got jokes.
Now let's do another one. Imagine I'm 18 and I need to apply to college. I won't date
Okay,
myself with
sissy.
how long it's been, but it's still an overwhelming process. So I'm thinking about colleges, but I'm not sure what I want to focus
Wow.
on. I'm into video games, and what kinds of programs might be interesting?
Oh, Steam.
Okay, this is a helpful head start. Animation looks pretty interesting.
I'm into video
Now I could
games.
ask, help me find colleges with animation programs in Pennsylvania.
No, don't go to Pennsylvania. Drexel.
Okay, great. That's a good list of schools.
This
Now,
is
to
what
see where these
technophiles
are,
should
I
be
might now
asking.
say, show these on a map. Here, Bard's going to use
So
Google
pushy.
Maps to visualize where the schools are.
Don't say please. Sure. Oh, they're in Pennsylvania. Just Google it.
This is super helpful, and it's exciting to see that there's plenty of options not too far from home.
Why'd you decide
Now
this
let's
career
start
path?
organizing things a bit. Show these options as a table.
We want you to be an English major at one of these universities. There are too many game developers.
Structured and organized, but there's more I want to know. Add a column showing whether they're public or private schools.
Private? Semi-public. At least it's not New Jersey.
Perfect. This
I
is
am
a
into
great
video
start to build on.
games.
And now let's move this to Google Sheets so my family can jump in later to help me with my search.
Yeah, that's what this needs. Parental opinions.
I don't want
You
you,
can
to
see
move
how
to Pennsylvania.
easy it will be to get a jump start
That's
in
too
Bard
far
and
away.
quickly have something useful to move over to apps like Docs
Why don't
or
you become a
Sheets
doctor?
to
Then
build
we
on
can get
with
free
others.
medical advice.
Okay, now that's a taste of what's possible when Bard meets some of Google's apps.
I want to taste
But
Bard.
that's just the start. Bard will be able to tap into all kinds of services from across the web with extensions from incredible partners like Instacart, Indeed, Khan Academy, and many more.
Replit?
So here's
Wow.
a look at one coming in the next couple months.
Why did you choose
With
this
Adobe
position?
Firefly,
Gamer.
you'll be able to generate completely new images from your imagination right in Bard. Now, let's say I'm planning a birthday party for my 7-year-old who loves unicorns.
What's Sissy's
I want a
daughter's
fun
name?
image to send out with the invitations.
This unicorn thing keeps
Make an
coming
image
up.
of a unicorn and a cake at a kid's party.
This is like Mid-Journey.
Okay, now Bard is working with Firefly to bring what I imagine.
That's not a
to life.
pixel! Google? Is that a pixel? What's wrong with that unicorn? I don't like the shading.
How amazing is that? This will unlock all kinds of ways that you can take your creativity further and faster. And we are so excited for this partnership.
This is too photoreal. I don't like the...
Bard continues to rapidly improve and learn new abilities. And we want to let people around the world try it out and share
Unicorn
their feedback.
mentioned.
So today, we are removing the waitlist and opening up Bard to over 180 countries and territories.
Wow! Wait, 180. What are the 20 countries that don't get Bard? North Korea? They could not look at the unicorn pictures!
With more coming
It's
soon.
too dangerous!
And in addition to becoming available in more places, Bard is also becoming available in more
Thank
languages.
you, Simply Sora, for the
Beyond
super chat.
English, starting today, you'll be able to talk
You
to
missed
Bard
everything.
in Japanese and Korean.
There's been unicorns. There's been sissies. There's been jokes. Bard started doing a stand-up
Adding languages
routine.
responsibly involves deep work to get things like quality and local nuances right. And we're pleased to share that we're on track to support 40 languages soon.
Define soon. It didn't. It
It's
looked like a
amazing
galaxy
to see the rate
phone.
of progress so far. More advanced models, so many new capabilities, and the ability for even more people to collaborate with Bard. And when we're ready to move Bard
Sounds up
to
with
our
the audio.
Gemini model, I'm really excited about more advancements to come. So that's where we're going with Bard, connecting tools from Google and amazing services across the web to help you do and create anything you can imagine through a fluid collaboration with our
Replace
most
every
capable
job.
large language models.
Unicorn
There's
language.
so much to share in the days ahead. And now, to hear more about how large language models are enabling next generation productivity features
I'm-
right in Workspace,
I'm
I'll hand
Bardly
it over
excited.
to Aparna.
Aparna? Okay. Not sure
From the
what you're
very
doing
beginning,
on a tech channel.
Workspace was built to allow you to collaborate
To make
in real
jokes.
time
She's got a
with
Pixel
other
Watch.
people. Now you can collaborate in real time.
I hate on
with
everyone.
AI.
I complain more about Apple
AI
than Google.
can
You
act
should
as a
know
coach, a thought partner, a source of inspiration, as well as a productivity booster.
that. If you don't
across
want
all of the
commentary,
apps of
watch
Workspace.
the stream yourself in the
Our
description.
first steps with AI as a collaborator were via the Help Me Write feature in Gmail and Docs, which
Help me
launched to
read.
trusted testers
Summarize
in
the
March.
email next.
We've been truly blown away by the clever and creative ways these features are being used, from writing essays, sales
That is a cool
pitches,
jacket.
project plans, client outreach, and so much more. Since then, we've been busy expanding these helpful features across more surfaces. Let me show you a few examples. One of our most popular
Docs?
use cases is the trusty job description. Every business, big or small, needs to hire people. A good job description can make all the difference. Here's how Docs has been helping.
I did not write this resume.
Say you run a fashion boutique and need to hire a textile
Bard wrote
designer.
my resume for me.
To get started, you enter just a few words as a prompt.
In a quirky tone.
Senior level job description for textile designer. Docs will take that prompt, send it to a
Sprinkled with
prompt-based model,
sarcasm
and
and
let's see what I got back.
passive-aggressive.
Not bad. With just 7
Competitive
words,
salary.
the model came back with a good starting point, written
Whoa.
out really nicely for me. Now you can
This
take
proves
that
you're a
and
lazy
customize
worker.
it for the kind of
I like it.
experience, education, and skill set that
Do
this
my
role
homework
needs,
for an entire
saving
year.
you a ton of time and effort. Next.
You don't need to spend time on things anymore.
Let me show you how you can get more organized with Sheets. Imagine you run a dog walking
Make it
business.
more quirky.
And need to keep track of things like your clients, logistics about the dogs,
Make
like
jokes
what time
about
they
the
need to be
dog,
walked, for
please.
how long, etc. Sheets can help you get organized. In a new sheet, simply type something like client and pet roster for a dog walking business with rates and hit create. Sheet sends this input to a fine-tuned model that we've been training with all sorts of Sheet-specific use cases. Look
Whoa.
at that. The model,
Doxing some people now.
the model figured out what you might need. The generated table has things like the dog's name,
$10.
client info, notes, etc.
That's not
This
gonna
is a
work.
good start for you to tinker with. Sheets made it easy for you to get started, so you can go back to doing what you love.
No sheet short.
Speaking of getting back to things you love,
No
let's talk about
sheets.
Google Slides. People use slides for storytelling all the time,
Do people
whether
use
at
them?
work or in their personal lives.
I think they use PowerPoint.
For example, you get your extended family to collect anecdotes, haikus, jokes for your parents' 50th wedding anniversary in a slide deck.
Who's making a
Everyone does
slide
their
deck
bit.
of the universe? Okay.
But maybe this deck could have more pizzazz. Let's pick one of the slides.
Show me some pizzazz.
Use the poem on there as a prompt for image generation.
What?
Mom loves her pizza, cheesy and true, while dad's favorite treat is a warm pot of fondue. Let's hit
What?
create and see what it comes up with. Behind the scenes,
It's like
that
the
quote
most
is sent as an
terrifying
input to our text-to-image models, and we know it's
Cuphead-looking
unlikely
visual.
that the user will be happy with just
What
one
is
option.
that?
So we generate about 6 to 8 images.
Is that
so that you have the
banana
ability
on
to choose
pizza?
and refine.
And there's like
Oh, I have some
cheese
oddly
oozing.
delicious-looking fondue pizza images.
what the heck is
Now,
that?
this style's a little too cartoony for me, so I'm going to ask it to try again. Let's change the style
more quirk.
to photography and give it a whirl. Just as
Ugh.
weird, but it works for me.
No, it doesn't. Look at that. That one looks. Why is the pizza floating?
You can have endless
It's
fun
alive,
with this, with
and it's
no
smoking.
limits on cheesiness or creativity.
I'm.
Starting next
Not
month,
okay with
trusted
this.
testers will be able to try this and 6 more generative AI features across Workspace.
Wow, that's terrible.
And later this year, all of this will be generally available to business
Sorry.
and consumer Workspace users
Generally.
via a new service
Universal control
called
stopped
Duet
working.
AI for Workspace. Stepping back a bit, I showed you a few powerful examples of how Workspace can help you get more done
need a more
with just a
disgusting
few words
pizza.
as prompts. Prompts are a powerful way of collaborating with AI. The right prompt can unlock far more from these models.
I'm going on.
However, it can be daunting for many of us to even know where to start. Well, what if we could solve that for you? What if AI could proactively offer you prompts?
Wait.
Even better, What if these prompts were actually contextual and changed based on what you're working on? I am super excited to show you a preview of just that. This is how we see the future of collaboration with AI coming to life.
I don't even
Let's
have
switch
to ask
to a
it
live
questions.
demo so I can show you what I mean. Tony's here to help me with that. Hey, Tony.
Hey, partner.
So,
Whoa. Tony. Nice hair.
my niece Mira and I are working on a spooky story together for summer camp. We've already written a few paragraphs, but now we're stuck.
Uh-oh.
Let's get some help.
Here's how
As
to
you can
cheat
see,
on your homework,
we've launched a
kids.
side panel.
It's great.
Something the team fondly calls Sidekick. Sidekick instantly reads and processes the document and offers some really neat suggestions, along with an open prompt dialogue. If we look closely, we can see some of the suggestions, like what happened to the golden seashell?
Where's the
What
unicorn?
are common mystery plot twists? Let's try the seashell option and see what it comes back with. Now, what's happening behind the scenes is that we've provided the entire document as context to the model,
Can Google-
along with the suggested prompt, and let's see what we got back.
Can Bard fix the
The
MCU
golden seashell was
plotline?
eaten by a giant squid that lives in the cove. This is a good start. Let's insert these
That's
as notes
factually
so that we
not
can
true.
continue
Giant
on
squid
the
do not
project.
eat golden seashells. It's not
Now,
good for their digestive
one of the interesting
tract. You should know
observations we
that.
have is that it's actually easier to react to something or perhaps use that to say, I want to go in a different direction. And this is exactly what AI can help with. I see a new suggestion on there for generating images.
I'm so glad Tony's
Let's see
helping
what this
us.
does. The story has a village, a golden seashell, and other details. And instead of having to type all of that out, the model picks up these details from the document and generates images.
Brings up fondue pizza
These are some
again.
cool pictures, and I bet my niece will love these. Let's insert them into the doc.
What's wrong
for
with
fun.
that seashell?
Thank you, Tony.
Looks like freaking. Woohoo, Tony! He did a great job clicking all those buttons.
I'm going to walk you through some more examples, and
Walk
this will
me
help you
through?
see why this powerful new contextual collaboration is such a remarkable boost to productivity and creativity.
Products.
Say you're writing to your neighbors about an upcoming potluck. Now, as you can see, Sidekick has summarized what this conversation is about. Last year,
Tweets for your
everyone brought
texts.
hummus. Who doesn't love hummus? But this year, you
Probably
want a
some
little more
people.
variety. Let's see what people signed up to bring. Now, somewhere in this thread is a Google Sheet where you've collected that information.
Surely you
can
can't
get
be
some help
serious.
by typing, write a note about the main dishes people are bringing, and let's see what
Seashell
we
was
get back.
sus.
Go. Awesome. It found the right sheet and cited the source in the Found In section, giving you confidence that this is not made up. It looks good. You can insert it directly
I hear a
into your
delay
email.
between her voice and the speakers.
Let's end with an example of how this can help you at work.
Or it's an echo.
Say you're
maybe.
about to give an important presentation, and you've been so focused on the content
Symbol.
that you forgot to prepare speaker notes. The
Notes?
presentation is in an hour. Uh-oh.
Well,
No need to panic. Look at what one of the suggestions
panic.
is.
You're
Create
fired.
speaker notes for
Bard
each
has
slide.
replaced you.
Let's see what happens.
What are the notes gonna say? Wait, don't cut away. I wanted to read that. Good
What happened
morning.
behind the scenes here is that the presentation and other relevant context was sent to the model to help create these notes.
You can do
and once you've
so
reviewed
little
them, you
work
can
now.
hit insert and edit the notes to convey what you intended.
Can I fast forward?
So you can deliver the presentation without worrying about the notes. As you can see, we've been having a ton of fun playing with this. We can see the true potential of AI as a collaborator, and we'll be bringing this experience to Duet AI. for
Guys.
Workspace. With that, I'll hand it back to Sundar.
I figured out time travel. I'm playing a live event at 2x
Thanks, Aparna.
speed.
It's exciting to see all the innovation coming to Google Workspace. As AI continues to improve rapidly, we are focused on giving helpful features to our users.
How is
And
this
starting
possible?
today, we are giving you a new way to preview some of the experiences
What?
across Workspace. And
Oh,
it's called Labs.
okay. We
I
figured it
say
out.
new,
He's
but
so
Google
slow now.
a long history of bringing labs, and we've made it available throughout our
We need to
history as well.
collab.
You can check it out at google.com/labs. Next up,
Geeko
we're going to
Labs.
talk about search. Search has been our founding product from our earliest days. And we've always approached it placing user trust above everything else. To
I'm
give you a
feeling
sense of how we are bringing
romantic.
generative AI in search, I'm going to invite Kathy onto the stage. Kathy?
It does kind of feel like Bard is writing the show notes of this event. That's amazing. Thank you for letting us time travel, Google. They figured it out. All right, fade
Thanks,
out.
Sundar. You know, I've been working in search for many years, and what inspires me so much is how it continues to be an unsolved problem.
What kind of shoes are those?
And that's why I'm just so excited by the potential of bringing generative AI into search. Let's give it a whirl. So let's start
She's
with
taking
a
a
search
picture of
for
this.
what's better for a family with kids under 3 and a dog, Bryce Canyon or Arches.
Under 3 kids?
Now, although this is the question that you have, you probably wouldn't ask it in this way today. You'd break it down into smaller ones, sift through the information,
She's
and
been
then
searching all
piece
her
things
life.
together yourself.
Yes.
Now, search does the heavy lifting for you. What you see here looks pretty different, so let me first give you a quick tour.
Generative AI is experimental.
You'll notice a new integrated search results page, so you can get even more out of a single search. There's an AI-powered snapshot that quickly gives you the lay of the land on a topic. And so here you can see that while both parks are kid-friendly, only Bryce Canyon has more options for your furry friend.
My furry
Then, if you
friend.
want to dig deeper,
And I don't mean
there
the
are
dog.
links included in the snapshot.
Ooh.
You can also click to expand your view.
They're going to make me
And you'll
download
see
Yelp.
how the information is corroborated.
You need Yelp to
So
see
you
the full
can
picture.
check out more details and really explore the richness of the topic.
Oh.
This new experience builds on Google's ranking and safety systems that we've been fine-tuning for decades. And search will continue to be your jumping off point to what makes the web so special.
You'll keep jumping.
Its diverse range of content, from publishers to creators, businesses, and even people like you and me. So you can check out recommendations from experts like the National Park Service and learn from authentic, first-hand experiences like the Mom Trotter blog.
Family-friendly hikes?
Because
Not
even in a
family-friendly
world
hike.
where AI can provide insights,
Too much language.
we know that people will always value the input of other people. And a thriving web is essential to that.
Except on Twitter, where everyone hates
These
each other.
new generative AI, thank you.
See, that felt more human. I appreciate that.
These new generative AI capabilities will make search smarter and searching simpler. And as you've seen, this is really especially helpful when you need to make sense of something complex
Rate
with
her
multiple
jacket.
angles to explore. You know,
Like 7
those
out of
times
10.
when even your question has questions. So, for example, let's say you're searching for a good bike for a 5-mile commute with hills.
It's
This
just
can
one
be a big
hill.
purchase, so you want to do your research.
E-bike.
In the AI-powered snapshot, you'll see important considerations like motor and battery for taking on those hills, and suspension
Sounds
for
like a
comfortable
skill
ride.
issue to me. You should
Right
be
below
pedaling
that,
harder.
you'll see products that fit the bill, each with images, reviews, helpful descriptions,
Ask
and
Bard
current
to summarize
pricing.
Google I/O.
This is built on Google's Shopping Graph, the world's most comprehensive data set of constantly changing products,
Where's the bike
sellers,
helmet?
brands,
$50.
reviews, and inventory out there with over 35 billion listings. In fact, there are 1.8 billion live updates to our shopping graph every hour.
Ooh.
So you can shop with confidence in this new experience, knowing that you'll get fresh, relevant results. And for commercial queries like this, We also know that ads
bike for
can
going
be
5 miles
especially
on hill.
helpful to
Buy
connect
a
people
car.
with useful information and
Actual
help
skill
businesses
issue.
get discovered online. They're here,
Pedal
clearly
harder.
labeled, and we're exploring different ways to integrate them as we roll out new experiences in search.
We're experimenting.
And now that
with
you've done some research, you
advertising.
might want to explore more. So right under the snapshot, you'll see the option to ask a follow-up question or select a suggested next step. Tapping any of these options will bring
Learn
you
how
into
to
our
ride a bike.
brand new conversational mode.
$1,800. My God. I don't know about all that.
In this case, maybe you want to ask a follow-up about e-bikes. So you look for one in your favorite color, red. And without
That's
having
the
to go back
important
to
thing.
square one, Google Search understands your full intent and that you're looking specifically for e-bikes in red that would be good for a 5-mile commute with hills. And even when you're in this conversational
e-bike should you
mode,
get
it's an
that doesn't
integrated
have hills?
experience. So you can simply scroll to see other search results.
So you care more about
Now,
the color of
maybe
the bike.
this e-bike seems to be a good fit for your commute.
Can a unicorn ride
With
it?
just a click, you're able to see a variety of retailers that have it in stock and some that offer free delivery or returns.
Oh yeah, this company
You'll
offers it
also
for way
see current
more.
prices,
For no
including
reason.
deals, and can seamlessly go to a merchant's site, check out, and turn your attention to what really matters, getting ready to ride. These new generative AI capabilities also unlock a whole new category of experiences on search. It could help you create a clever name for your cycling club, craft the perfect social post to show
Cycling
off your
club?
new wheels,
Wild hogs.
or even test your knowledge on bicycle hand signals.
There's like
These are things
3.
you may never have
There it is.
thought to ask search for before.
What is the correct hand signal?
Shopping is just one example of where this can be helpful.
How to rob
Let's
a
walk
bank.
through another one in a live demo. What do you say?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Those two people have to be close.
So,
There's just 2
special
seats
shout
next to
out
each
to my
other.
3-year-old daughter who is obsessed with whales.
Oh, it is a picture.
I wanted to teach her about whale song. So let me go to the Google app and ask, why do whales like to sing?
Why do humans like to sing?
And so here I
We're
see
not
a
good at it.
snapshot that organizes the web results and gets me to key
communicate the
things I
desire to
want to
make-
know
Ooh.
so I can understand
It's not family
quickly
friendly.
that they sing for a lot of different reasons, like to
locate
communicate with other
food.
whales, but also
I
to
do that.
find food.
Where's the nacho?
And I can click see more to expand here
to
as well.
find each other.
Now, if
Where
I was
are
actually
you?
with my daughter and not on stage in front of thousands of people, I'd be checking out some of these web results right
Are they
now. They look
singing
pretty good.
or just talking?
Now, I'm thinking she'd get a kick out of seeing one up close. So let me ask,
To display reproductive fitness. My God. It's getting
can I
private.
see whales in California?
Why didn't she use
And so the
swipe?
LLMs right now are working behind the scenes to generate my snapshot, distilling insights and perspectives from across the web.
Can I see whales?
It looks like in Northern California, I can see
If you find
humpbacks
one, yeah.
around this time of year. That's cool. I'll have to plan to take her on a trip soon. And again, I can see some really great results from across the web. And if I want to refer to the results of my previous question, I can just scroll right up.
I'm sorry. This doesn't seem
Now,
that different from
she's
how
got
it
a
works.
birthday coming up, so I can follow up with plush ones for kids under $40.
Still,
Again, the LLMs
The
are organizing
articulation.
this information for me, and this process will get faster over time.
plush
these
whales
seem
are
like
a great
some great
gift for
options.
kids, period.
I think she'll really like the second one. She's into orcas as well.
I use swipe text.
Phew,
yeah.
live demos are always a little nerve-wracking. I'm really glad that one went whale.
Oh,
Wow.
that was a Drew joke. They're taking the words out
What
of my
you've
mouth.
seen today is just a first look at how we're experimenting with generative AI in search.
Whale.
And we're excited to keep improving with your feedback through our Search Labs program. This new search generative experience, also known as SGE,
This will get
be
faster.
available in labs along with some other experiments. And they'll be rolling out in the coming weeks. If you're in the US, you can join the waitlist today by tapping the Labs icon in the latest version of the Google app or Chrome desktop.
The wait list starts now.
This new experience really reflects the beginning of a new chapter. And you can think of this evolution
What kind of
as
whale
search
plushies should I get?
supercharged.
Oh God, another
Search has
super.
been at the core of our timeless mission
You are not
for
Tesla.
25 years.
Stop it.
And as we build for the future,
Here's your
we're so
supercharged.
excited for you to turn to Google for things you never dreamed it could. Here's an early look at what's to come for AI in search.
Turn to Google when time's it. Okay. Music, copyright. We're gonna watch it. We're not gonna listen. They're emulating Apple marketing. Oh, colors. Mars and Venus are two planets. Whoa, that is true. Google supercharger. A single search. There's already like preemptive responses though that bypass the actual links. I'm wondering how this is that different from that. I guess it's using Palm 2 backend tech. Yes, this shoe is good. Thank you, Google. Compared to lunch spots. So it didn't provide you the cafe you were looking for, so you had to specifically ask for that cafe. How do I run a 10K? Stretch and run.
You got this. Let's go.
Thanks, Google.
Is a hot dog a sandwich? And the answer is
Yes.
no.
Yes.
No.
Is that a vertical format podcast? Google doesn't know the answer to that one either. Maybe this will motivate Apple to make their own search engine. Okay, we're back.
Is a hot dog a sandwich? I think it's more like a taco because the bread goes around it.
No!
Comes from the expert viewpoint of a vegetarian.
Oh.
Thanks,
Well,
Kathy.
hot dogs aren't
so
made of
exciting
meat.
to see how we are evolving
that.
search, and look forward to building it with you all. So far today, we have shared how AI can help unlock creativity, productivity, and knowledge.
How do I get my
As
child
you
to
can
shut
see,
up about whales?
AI is not only a powerful enabler, it's also a big platform shift. Every business and organization is thinking about how to drive transformation. That's why we are focused on making it easy and scalable for
Windmill.
others to innovate with AI. That means providing the most advanced computing infrastructure,
That's a server.
including state-of-the-art TPUs and GPUs, and
Beautiful.
expanding access to Google's latest foundation models that have been rigorously tested
Let
in our
it
own
cook.
products. We are also working to provide world-class tooling so customers can train, fine-tune, and run their own models
Colorful.
with enterprise-grade safety, security, and privacy.
My head
To
hurts.
tell you more about how we are doing this with Google Cloud, please welcome Thomas.
Thanks, Thomas. The Whale, the movie, was good. People are amazing.
All of the investments you've heard about today are also coming to businesses. So whether you're an individual developer or a full-scale enterprise, Google is using the power of AI to transform the way you work.
By taking away the work.
There are already thousands of
That
companies
transforms me.
using our generative AI platform to create amazing content, to synthesize and organize information,
What was that
to
camera holding?
automate processes.
Oh, it's
and
on
to
the
build
stage.
Incredible
That's
customer
cool.
experiences.
Look at that
And
camera.
yes, Each and every one of you can too. There are 3 ways Google Cloud can help you take advantage of the massive opportunity in front of you. First, you can build generative applications using our AI platform, Vertex AI.
That's
With
different
Vertex,
somehow.
you can access foundation models for chat, text, and image.
Paul may be
You just select the model you want to use, create prompts to tune the model, and you can even fine-tune the model's weights on your own dedicated compute clusters. To help you retrieve fresh and factual information from your company's databases, your
Symbol.
corporate internet, your website, and enterprise applications, we offer enterprise search. Our AI platform is so compelling for businesses because it guarantees the privacy of your data. With
Privacy,
both Vertex and enterprise search, you have sole control of your data and the costs of using generative AI models.
Higher interest
In other
rate.
words, your data is your data and no one else's. You can also choose the best model for your specific needs across many sizes that have been optimized for cost, latency, and quality. Many leading companies are using our generative AI technologies to build super cool applications.
Wendy's?
And we've all been blown away by what they're doing.
Now I want a burger.
Let's hear from a few of them.
I want to hear from the Wendy's Twitter account.
The unique thing about Google Cloud is the expansive offering.
The Google partnership has taught us to lean in, to iterate, to test and learn, and have
He's
the
not
courage to fail
Wendy.
fast where we need to.
But also, Google's a really AI.
Now they're mixing the music in.
For us to learn directly from the engineering team.
Now, with generative AI, we can have a much smarter conversations with our customers.
Can your AI fix your subtitles on YouTube, Google? AI burger.
APIs opens a lot of doors for us to be most efficient and productive in the way we create experiences for Uber customers.
The act of making software is really suddenly opened up to everyone. Now you can talk to the AI on the Replit app and tell it, make me a work app program. And with one click, we can deploy it.
Before you know it, no one's going to know how to do anything because the AI is doing everything for us. Hey, an iMac. Good framing to keep the Apple logo out of the shot.
Enables you to take your videos and images and with just a couple of clicks turn that into a cohesive story. It is powered by Google's Palm technology and it truly
So it's like the iMovie auto thing.
Folks come to a Wendy's, and a lot of times they use some of our acronyms. The Junior Bacon Cheeseburger. They'll come in and give me.
Is this just a subtle ad? Google helps us sell our amazing value 4 for $4 combo. Junior Bacon Cheeseburger. See, it's working. Wendy's paid money to be part of this event. There has been 0 product announcement thus far curbside, but welcome.
There is no limitations.
There's no other way to describe it. We're just living in the future.
Well, technically you're always living in the future, but okay. Wow. Wendy's uses Google
We're also doing
to build
this
its
with partners
burgers.
like Character AI. We provide Character with the world's most performant
It's a tie
and
ad.
cost-efficient infrastructure for training and serving the models. By combining its own AI capabilities with those of Google Cloud, consumers can create their own deeply personalized characters and interact with them. We're also partnering with Salesforce to integrate Google Cloud's AI models and BigQuery with their data cloud and Einstein, their AI-infused
I wonder how this is affecting
CRM
Google
assistant.
stock.
In fact, we're working with many other incredible partners, including consultancies, software as a service leaders,
Excuse me.
consumer internet companies, and many more
They're
to build
up.
remarkable experiences with our AI technologies.
They're doing better.
In addition to Palm 2, we're excited to introduce 3 new models in Vertex, including Imagine, which powers
That's not how
image
you spell it.
generation, editing, and customization from text inputs. Cody for code completion and generation, which you can train on your own code base
Ooh.
to help you build applications faster. And Chirp, our universal speech model, which brings speech to text accuracy for over 300 languages.
I'm hearing a chirp right now.
We're also introducing reinforcement learning
There's a bird
from
in
human
there.
feedback into Vertex AI. You can fine-tune pre-trained models by incorporating human feedback to further improve the model's results.
I hear the feedback tone.
You can also fine-tune a model on domain or industry-specific data, as we have with SecPalm and MedPalm, so they become even more powerful.
Chirpy, birdie.
All of these features are
Flippy.
now in preview, and I encourage each and every one of you to try them.
Each and everyone. They're outside.
The second way we're helping you take advantage of this opportunity is by introducing Duet AI for Google Cloud.
This is a lot
Earlier,
of words
Aparna
to
told
keep
you
track.
about Duet AI for Google Workspace and how it is an always-on AI collaborator to help people get things done. Well, the same thing is true
like
with
TikTok,
Duet AI
Duet.
for Google Cloud, which serves as an AI expert pair programmer.
No, the bird is translating what
Duet
he's saying
uses
for the
generative
bird.
AI to provide developers assistance
You can hear him.
wherever you need it, within the IDE, the cloud console, or directly within chat. It can provide you contextual code completion, offer suggestions tuned to your code base,
Use
and
Google's
generate
Translate.
entire functions in real time. It can even assist you with code reviews and code inspection.
Will this be in the
Ken
test?
will show you more in the
Yes.
developer keynote. The third way
This isn't the
we're helping
developer
you
keynote?
seize this moment is by building all of these capabilities on our AI optimized infrastructure. This infrastructure makes large-scale training workloads up to 80% faster
The bird has human
and up
lips.
to 50% cheaper
Correct.
compared to any alternatives out there. Look, when you nearly double performance,
I feel like we should clap there.
when you nearly double performance for less
freezes.
than half the cost,
He's like,
amazing things happen. Today, we're excited to announce a new addition to this infrastructure family, the A3 virtual machines, based on NVIDIA's latest H100 GPUs.
they could market this a little
We
better. I
provide
think.
the widest choice of compute options for leading AI companies like Anthropic and Midjourney to build their future on Google Cloud. And yes, there's so much more to come.
Is there so much more to come,
Josh
though?
is here to
And
show you
yes.
exactly how
That's what I
we're
was gonna
making it
ask.
easy and scalable for every developer to innovate with AI and Palm 2.
There's just so many AI words you have to keep track of. This is Palm 2, this is Clippy, this is Chirpy, this is Josh Woodward.
Thanks, Thomas. Our work is enabling businesses, and it's also empowering developers. Palm 2, our most capable language model that Sundar talked about, powers the Palm API.
A3 is kind of old.
Since March, we've been running a private preview with our Palm API, and it's been amazing to see how quickly developers have used it in their applications. Like Chapter, who are generating stories so you can choose your own adventure, forever changing story
the
time.
weirdest R I've ever seen.
Or Game On Technology, a company that makes chat apps for sports fans and retail brands to connect with their audiences. And there's also Wendy's. They're using the Palm API to help customers place that correct order.
I want one
for
honey-
the junior bacon
honey
cheeseburger
biscuit.
they talked about in their Talk to Menu feature.
That's not what I ordered.
But I'm most excited about the response we've gotten from the developer tools community. Developers want choice when it comes to language models. And we're working with leading developer tools companies like LangChain,
Don't chain that
Chroma,
bird.
and many more to support the Palm API.
Come on now.
We've also integrated it into
Magic.
Google developer tools like Firebase and Colab.
It's too much collab. Well, A3 exists
You can
now.
hear a lot more
I saw a
about
guy
the Palm
yawning. Did you
API
see
in the
that?
developer keynote and sign up today. Now, to show you just how powerful the Palm API is, I want to share one concept that 5 engineers at Google put together over the last few weeks.
5?
The idea is called Project Tailwind, and we think of it as an AI-first notebook.
I want to
that helps
see
you
how
learn faster.
CNBC
Like
condenses
a real
this.
notebook, your notes and your sources power Tailwind. How it works is you can simply pick the files from Google Drive, and it effectively creates a personalized and private AI model that has expertise in the information that you give it. We've been developing this idea with authors like Stephen Johnson and testing it at universities like Arizona State and the University of Oklahoma, where I went to school. Do you want to see how it works? Let's do a live demo.
I don't understand.
Now imagine that I'm a student taking a computer science history class. I'll open up Tailwind, and I can quickly see in Google Drive all my different notes and assignments and readings. I can insert them. And what'll happen when Tailwind loads up is you can see my different notes and articles on the side. Here they are in the middle.
Where's
and it
Tyler?
instantly creates a study guide on the right to give me bearings. You can see it's pulling out key concepts and questions grounded in the materials that I've given it.
Oh, so now I feel more
I
stressed.
can come over here and quickly change it to go across all the different sources and type something like create glossary for Hopper.
Yeah, how is Marquez
And what's
going
going
to
to happen
summarize
behind the
this?
scenes is it'll automatically compile a glossary associated with all the different notes and articles relating to Grace Hopper, the computer science history pioneer. Look at this, Flowmatic, COBOL, compiler, all created based on my notes.
Reading quiz.
Now let's try one more. I'm going to try something else called different viewpoints on Dynabook. So the Dynabook, this was a concept from Alan Kay. Again, Tailwind, going out, finding all the different things. You can see how quick it comes back. There it is. And what's interesting here is it's helping me think through the concept. So it's giving me different viewpoints. It was a visionary product. It was a missed opportunity. But my favorite part is it shows its work. You can see the citations here. When I hover over, here's something from my class notes. Here's something from an article the teacher assigned. It's all right
God.
here, grounded in
It was a
my
test.
sources.
I don't know. I've not watched I.O. in a while, but the ones I remember watching usually didn't end up.
Now, Project
making
Tailwind
that
is still in
big
its
an
early
impact.
days, but we've had so much fun making this prototype, and we realized it's not just for students. It's helpful for anyone synthesizing information from many different sources that you choose, like writers researching an article, or analysts going through earnings calls, or even lawyers preparing for a case. Imagine collaborating with an AI that's grounded in what you've read in all of your notes.
How does it know?
We
what
want to
I've
make it available to try it out if you want to see it.
Project Tailosive.
There's a lot more you can do with Palm 2. And we can't wait to see what you build using the Palm API.
Palm as well.
Generative AI is changing what it means to develop new products. At Google, we offer the best ML infrastructure with powerful models, including those in Vertex, and the APIs and tools to quickly generate your own applications.
Wow.
Building bold AI requires a responsible approach. So let me hand it over to James to share more. Thanks.
James, tell us about responsibility. How are we supposed to be responsible with... Don't sell it!
Hi, everyone. I'm James. In addition to research, I lead a new area at Google called Technology and Society.
We live in a
Growing up in
society.
Zimbabwe, I could not have imagined all the amazing and groundbreaking innovations that have been presented on this stage today.
Help me write.
And while I feel it's important to celebrate the incredible progress in AI and the immense potential that it has for people and society everywhere, we must also acknowledge that it's an emerging technology that is still being developed, and there's still so much more to do. Earlier, you heard Sundar say that our approach to AI must be both bold and responsible. While there's a natural tension between the two, we believe it's not only possible, but in fact critical to embrace that tension productively. The only way to be truly bold in the long term is that tension productively.
What?
The only way to be truly
What
bold
the heck
in the
just
long
happened?
term is to be responsible from the start.
Fix your YouTube player,
Our
Google.
field-defining research is helping scientists make bold advances in many scientific fields,
I'm gonna time
including
travel.
medical breakthroughs. Take, for example, Mind's AlphaFold,
That's it.
which can accurately predict the 3D shapes of 200 million proteins. That's nearly all the catalog proteins known to science. Wow. AlphaFold gave us the equivalent of nearly 400 million years of progress in just weeks.
Wait, 400 million years of progress? Where did you get that term from? Why does it look so blurry?
So far, more than 1 million researchers around the world
Is it raining?
have used AlphaFold's predictions, including Feng Xiang's pioneering lab at the Broad Institute of MIT and Harvard.
1080p. I guess that's what it looks like.
Yeah. In fact, in March this year, Zhang and his colleagues at MIT announced that they'd used AlphaFold to develop a novel molecular syringe, which could deliver drugs to help improve the effectiveness of treatments for diseases like cancer.
I want to figure out the 400 million years claim.
And while it's exhilarating to see such bold and beneficial breakthroughs,
How long was that going to take?
AI also has the potential to worsen existing societal challenges like unfair bias, as well as pose new challenges as it becomes more advanced and new uses emerge. That's why we believe it's imperative to take a responsible approach to AI. This work centers around our AI principles that we first established in 2018.
Don't
These
be
principles guide
bad.
product development,
That's
and
that
they help us
summarizes it.
assess every AI application. They prompt questions like, will it be socially beneficial? Or could it lead to harm in any way? One area that is top of mind for us is misinformation. Generative AI makes it easier than ever to create new content, but it also raises additional questions about its trustworthiness. That's why we're developing and providing people
new
with
name.
tools to evaluate online information.
This is
For example,
whale AI.
have you come across a photo on a website or one shared by a friend with very little context, like this one at the moon landing, and found yourself wondering, is this reliable?
How can those guys
I
breathe?
have, and I'm sure many of you have as well.
I've never seen that picture.
In
Google's
the coming
spreading
months, we're adding
misinformation.
2 new ways for people to evaluate images. First, with our About This Image tool in Google Search, you will be able to see important information such as when and where similar images may have first appeared, where else the image has been seen online, including news, fact-checking, and social sites. All this providing you with helpful context
Who decides
to
what's
determine
real?
if it's reliable. Later this year, you'll also be able to use it if you search for an image or screenshot using Google Lens, or when you're on websites in Chrome. As we begin to roll out the generative image capabilities,
No fake
like
news.
Sundar mentioned, we will ensure that every one of our AI-generated images has metadata, a markup in the original file to give you context.
That
if you
snorkeling
come
dog
across
is
it
fake.
outside of our platforms. Not only that,
Context.
creators and publishers will be able to add similar metadata, so you'll be able to see a label in images.
This
in
is a
Google
staged
search,
waterfall.
marking them as AI generated.
We already have reverse image search. What is the source?
As we apply our AI principles, we also start to see potential tensions when it comes to being bold and responsible.
It should be
Here's
shorter
an
than
example.
Investor Day.
Universal Translate is an experimental AI video dubbing service
Whoops.
that helps experts translate a speaker's voice while also matching their lip movements. Let me show you how it works with an online college course created in partnership with Arizona State University.
What many college students don't realize is that knowing when to ask for help and then following through on using helpful resources
with the
is actually a
quality?
hallmark of becoming a productive adult.
It's so blurry.
Muchos universitarios no comprenden que saber cuándo pedir ayuda y usar recursos útiles es en realidad una clave para
Wow.
convertirse en un adulto productivo.
That's probably right.
We use. Yeah, it's cool.
What if they start yelling?
We
Can it
use
articulate
next generation translation models to translate what the speaker's saying, models to replicate the style and the tone, and then match the speaker's lip movements.
That's cool.
Then we bring it all together.
I hope someone actually
This
uses
is an
it.
enormous step forward for
I
learning
feel like I've seen this
comprehension,
before.
and we're seeing promising results with course completion rates.
I've seen it
But
a
there's an
couple of years
inherent
ago.
tension here. You can see how this can be incredibly beneficial, but some of the same underlying technology could be misused by bad actors to create deep fakes. So we've built this service with guardrails to help prevent misuse, and we make it accessible only to authorized partners.
What kind of bad actors? Like Tom Cruise? Who's authorized
And as
partner?
Sundar mentioned, soon we'll be integrating new innovations in watermarking into our latest generative models to also help with the challenge of misinformation.
Yeah, we don't have to
Our
learn
AI
languages
principles
now, guys.
Also help guide us on what not to do. For instance, years ago, we were the first major company to decide not to make a general purpose facial recognition API commercially available. We felt there weren't adequate safeguards in place.
Well, my company didn't
Another
do
way
it
we
either.
live up to our AI principles
For different
is with
reasons.
innovations to tackle challenges as they emerge, like reducing the risk of problematic outputs that may be generated by our models. We are one of the first in the industry to develop and launch automated adversarial testing using large language model technology. We do this for queries like this, to help uncover and reduce inaccurate outputs,
Then it
like the one
erases
on the
the
left,
entire device.
and make them better, like the one on the right. We're doing this at a scale that's never been done before at Google, significantly improving the speed,
Before
quality,
testing, nothing
and
happened.
coverage of testing.
Tell me why
allowing
the moon
safety
landing-
experts to focus
Tell me
on the
Cusco's
most
dead.
difficult cases. And we're sharing these
Tell
innovations
me why the
with
iPhone
others.
is better than
For
the
example,
Pixel.
our Perspective API,
is not true.
originally created to help publishers mitigate toxicity, is now being used in large language models. Academic researchers have used our Perspective API to create an industry evaluation standard.
Tell me why
And
YouTube's
today,
broken.
all significant large language models, including those from OpenAI and Anthropic, incorporate this standard to evaluate toxicity generated by their own models. Wow. Building.
Sorry, I cut him off. I threw him off there. My bad.
Building AI responsibly must be a collective effort involving researchers, social scientists,
Those moon
industry
landing deniers
experts,
think there's a moon?
governments, and everyday people,
I can't believe those shit.
as well as creators and publishers. Everyone benefits from a vibrant content ecosystem
The moon isn't
today
even real.
and in the future. That's why we're getting feedback, and we'll be working with the web community on ways to give publishers choice and control over their web content.
You cannot access
It's such
this
an
feature.
exciting time. There's so much we're going to accomplish and so much we must get right together. We look forward to working with all of you. And now I'll hand it off to Samir, who will speak to you about all the exciting developments we're bringing to Android. Thank you.
Hey! Does that mean we're going to stop talking about AI? Come on, Samir.
Hi, everyone.
Bring it home.
It's great to be back at Google I/O. As you've heard today, our bold and responsible approach to AI can unlock people's creativity and potential. But how can all this helpfulness reach as many people as possible?
Their camera's blurry, I
At
swear.
Google, our computing platforms and hardware products have been integral to that mission. From the beginning of Android, we believed that an open OS would enable a whole ecosystem and bring smartphones to everyone. And
It says the
as we
iPhone's
all
camera's
add more
better than the
devices to our
Pixel.
lives,
Nice.
like tablets, TVs, cars, and more, this openness creates the freedom to choose the devices that work best for you.
Where's the iPhone?
With more than 3 billion Android devices, we've now seen the benefits of using AI to improve experiences at scale. For example, this past year, Android used AI models to protect users from more than 100 billion suspected spam messages
Because most
and
Google
calls.
services get canned, Burkhart. That's why they're not that excited. And they probably won't use them.
We can all agree that's pretty useful. There are so many opportunities where AI can just make things better. Today, we'll talk about
Pizza.
2 big ways Android is bringing that benefit of computing
OnePlus.
to everyone.
Who uses that phone?
First, continuing to connect you to the most complete ecosystem of devices, where everything works better together.
Most complete?
And second, using AI to make the things you love about Android even better, starting with customization and expression. Let's begin by talking about Android's ecosystem of devices, starting with 2 of the most important, tablets and watches. Over the last 2 years, we've
Those are
redesigned
the
the
most
experience on large screens, including tablets and foldables. We introduced a new system for multitasking that makes it so much easier
Is that
to
it?
take advantage of all that extra screen real estate.
That's an iPad.
And seamlessly move between apps.
That's an iPad.
We've made huge investments to
My
optimize more than 50 Google apps, including Gmail, Photos, and Meet. And we're working closely with partners such as Minecraft, Spotify, and Disney Plus
Ooh.
to build
Did you
beautiful
see that?
experiences.
That Spotify app
feel
looked horrible.
intuitive on larger screens.
That UI is awful.
People are falling in love with Android tablets,
No, they're-
and there are more great devices to pick from than ever.
Ugh.
Stay tuned for our hardware announcements, where you just might see some of the awesome new features we're building for tablets
He sounds nervous.
in action.
Stay tuned is what they tell us.
It's really exciting to see the It's really exciting to see the momentum
iPhone.
in smart watches as well. Wear OS is now the fastest growing watch platform.
That's
just
why they
2
cut away
years
from that
after
angle.
launching Wear OS 3 with Samsung. A top ask from fans has been for more native messaging apps on the watch.
The not Apple Watch
I'm excited
platform.
to share that WhatsApp is bringing their first ever watch app to Wear this summer.
Ugh. Don't bring Meta into this, please.
I'm really enjoying using WhatsApp on my wrist. I can start a new conversation.
I don't like the
reply
background.
to messages by voice, and even take calls. I can't wait for you to try it. Our
Wow.
partnership on Wear OS with Samsung has been amazing. And
Texting.
I'm excited about our new Android collaboration on Immersive XR.
Oh.
We'll share more later this year.
Later.
Now, we all know
We have
that
to
to
wait.
get the best experience, all these devices need to work seamlessly together. It's got to be simple. That's why we built FastPair, which lets you easily connect more than 300 headphones.
Yeah, that's the W
And
one.
why we
thing.
have Nearby Share to easily move files between your phone, tablet, or Windows and Chrome OS computer.
You mean AirDrop?
And Cast
Yes.
to make streaming video and audio to your devices ultra simple.
I just picture
with
someone
support
throwing
from
a
over
pear really
3,000
fast.
apps.
Fast pair.
It's great to have all your devices connected, but if you're anything like me, it can be hard to keep track of all this stuff.
That's why we're
Just ask
launching
my
the Find
family.
My network.
I misplace my earbuds at least 3 times a day. which is why we're launching a major update to
Are
our
you okay?
Find My Device experience.
Find my.
To support a wide range of devices in your life, including headphones, tablets, and more.
Where have I seen this?
It's powered by a network of billions of Android devices around the world. So if you leave your earbuds at the
Introducing-
gym, other nearby Android devices
The
can
AI
help you
tag
locate them.
instead of AirTag.
And other important things in your life, like your bicycle or suitcase, Tile, Chipolo, and others will have tracker tags that work with the
Chipolo?
Find My Device network as well.
So Google won't make their own. I see. Well, at least they're not threatening Tile.
Now,
That's their best
we took
bet.
some time to really get this right because protecting your privacy and safety is vital.
It's literally
From
named
the start,
Find My.
we designed the network in a privacy-preserving way, where location information is encrypted. No one else can tell where your devices are located, not even Google.
Not even you. You can't
This
see
is
where they are.
also why we're introducing unknown tracker alerts.
Boop, boop, boop.
Your phone will tell you if an unrecognized tracking
Oh, and
tag
it's
is
an
moving
AirTag. Did you see that?
and help you locate it.
AirTags are used maliciously. Tile and Chipolo are used responsibly.
It's important these warnings work on your Android phone, but
There's
on
an
other
Apple
types
person
of phones
nearby.
as well. That's why last week we published a new industry standard with Apple, outlining how unknown tracker alerts will work across all smartphones.
That are usually Apples, let's be honest. Hey, Chris, thank you for the super chat.
Both the new Find My Device experience
Apple
and
name
unknown
drop.
tracker alerts are coming later this summer.
Unknown
Now.
AirTag.
Now, we've talked a lot about connecting devices, but Android's also about connecting people. After all,
It is?
phones were created for us to communicate with our friends and family. When
On
you're texting in a
Instagram.
group chat, you shouldn't have to worry about whether everyone is using the same type of phone. Sending high quality
where's this
images and
going?
video, getting typing notifications, and end-to-end encryption
RCS?
should all just work. That's why we've worked with our partners on upgrading old SMS and MMS technology
Speaking of
to
Apple.
a modern standard called RCS that makes all of this possible.
Buy your mom an iPhone.
And there are now over 800 million people with RCS. On our way
Billions.
to over 1 billion by the end of the year.
In billions.
We hope every mobile operating system
Ooh.
gets the message and adopts RCS.
Wow. Throwing the shade.
So we can all hang out in the group chat together.
Wow.
No matter what device we're using.
Who are
Whether
they
it's
referring
connecting with your loved ones
to? I don't know.
or connecting all of your devices. Android's complete ecosystem makes it easy.
We hope everyone supports
Another thing
RCS.
people love about Android is the ability to customize their devices and express themselves. Here's Dave to tell you how we're taking this to the next level with generative AI.
Oh, God. Generative AI is going to set your wallpaper now. Beautiful. So much shade. Okay.
All right. Thanks,
Now they'll
Samira,
never
and hello,
adopt
everyone.
RCS.
So here's the thing. People want to express themselves in the products they use every day, from the clothes they wear, to the car they drive, to their surroundings at home. We believe the same should be true for your technology. Your
Generative
phone should
AI.
feel like it was made just for you. And that's why customization has always been at the core of the Android experience.
So you want the background to
This
be
year,
the same color
we're
as your
combining
shirt.
Android's guided customization
Got it.
with Google's advances in generative AI.
We will
so your phone can
customize
feel
your phone
even more personal.
For you. You're welcome.
So let me show you what this looks like. To start, messages and conversations can be so much more expressive, fun, and playful with Magic Compose. It's a new feature coming to Google Messages, powered by generative AI, that helps you add that extra spark of personality to your conversation.
You mean emojis?
So just type your message like you normally would,
Okay.
and then choose how you want to sound. Magic Compose will do the rest.
Wanna
So your
grab dinner.
messages give off more positivity, more rhymes, more
Oh, well,
professionalism.
Can I eat tonight?
Or
Shall we dine?
Or if you want, in the style of a certain playwright. To try or not to try this
All
this
caps.
feature, that is
Hungry.
the question. Now,
He
we also
doesn't
have
use a
new
Pixel Watch.
personalizations coming to the OS layer. At Google I/O 2 years ago, we introduced Material U. It's a design system that combines user inspiration with dynamic color science for a fully personalized experience.
Colors!
We're continuing to expand on this in Android 14 with all new customization options
is that,
coming
Walt?
to your lock screen.
The guy, look.
So now I can add my own personalized style to the lock screen clock, so it looks just the way I want. And what's more,
Where's
with the
that
new
from?
customizable lock screen shortcuts, I can
I do like
instantly
that.
jump into my most frequent activities.
So you put shortcuts at
Of
the
course,
bottom.
what really makes your lock screen and home screen yours is the wallpaper. And it's the first thing that many of us set when we get a new phone. Now, emojis are such a fun and simple way of expressing yourself. So we
Emoji
thought, wouldn't it be
wallpaper?
cool to bring them to your wallpaper? So with emoji wallpapers, you choose your favorite combination of emoji, pick the perfect pattern, and then find just the right color to bring them all together. So let's take a look. And I'm not going to use the laptops. I'm going to use a phone. All right. So let's
our
see. I'm going to go into
laptops
the wallpaper
suck.
picker. And
Let's
I'm
do it
going to
together.
tap on the new option for emojis.
Add new
And I'm feeling in a
wallpaper,
kind of, I don't know,
emoji.
zany mood with all you people looking at me. So I'm going to pick this
What-
guy and this guy. And let's see, who else is in here? This one looks pretty cool, like the
Hearts.
8-bit one. And then obviously that one.
Sunglasses. Okay.
And somebody said there was a
Stars.
duck on stage earlier, so let's go find a duck. Hello, duck. Where's the duck? Can anyone see a duck? Where's the duck gone? There's
Poop
a duck.
emoji.
All right, there he is. We got some ducks. Okay, cool. And then pattern-wise, we got a bunch of different patterns you can pick.
Small
I'm gonna
grid.
pick mosaic. That's my favorite. I'm gonna play with the zoom. Let's see, we'll get this just right.
Large grid,
okay, I got
rings.
enough ducks in there. Okay, cool. And then
Mosaic.
colors. let's see,
Spiral.
Ooh, that pops.
Do they have
Let's go with
spiral?
a more muted one. Or maybe that one. That one looks good. That looks good. I like that one. All right.
I love
select
this
that,
feature. It's
set the
great.
wallpaper, and then I go home. Looks pretty cool, huh?
Beautiful. Wonderful.
And the little emojis, they react when you tap them, which I find.
Someone was really impressed
I find
by
this
that.
unusually satisfying.
Did you hear
and,
that? He
How much
was-
time I got? Okay, no. Okay,
Someone was like,
okay. So, of course, many of us like to use a favorite photo for our wallpaper. And so with the new cinematic wallpaper feature, you can create a stunning 3D image from any regular photo and then use it as your wallpaper. So let's take a look.
it's called
So this time I'm
portrait
going to go
mode.
into
Subject
my
lift.
photos. And I really like this photo of my daughter. So let me select that. And you'll notice there's a sparkle icon at the top. So if I tap that,
It
I get a new
sparkles.
option for cinematic wallpaper. So let me activate
Put the time
that
behind her
and
head.
Wait for it. Boom. Okay. Now, under the hood, we're using an on-device convolutional neural network to estimate depth, and then a
I can
generative
see the
adversarial
fish.
network for in-painting as the background moves.
Wow.
The result is a beautiful cinematic 3D photo. So then let me set the wallpaper.
That's awesome.
And then I'm going to return home. And check out the parallax effect as I tilt the device. It literally jumps off the screen.
It moves in the back. I don't think you understand the word literally.
So both cinematic
Josh.
wallpapers and emoji wallpapers are coming first to Pixel devices next month.
Yes! Give me that AI.
So let's say you don't have the perfect wallpaper photo handy, or you just want to have fun and create something new. With our new generative AI wallpapers, you choose what inspires you, and then we create a beautiful wallpaper to fit your vision. So let's take a look.
Wow.
So this time, I'm going to go and select create a wallpaper with AI. And I like classic art, so let me tap that. Now, you'll notice at the bottom,
We can
use
steal
structured
this artwork.
prompts to make it easier to create. So for example, I can pick, what am I going to do? City by the Bay in a post-impressionist style. Cool. And I
Does
type,
anyone know that?
tap create wallpaper. Nice. Now, behind the scenes, we're using Google's text-to-image diffusion models to generate completely new and original wallpapers. And I can swipe through and see all the different options that it's created.
Take that,
And some of these
artist.
look really cool, right?
Beautiful.
So let me
I
pick
need a
this one. I
Pixel
like this
phone
one.
now.
So select that, set the wallpaper, and then return home. Cool. So now, out of the
I can't
billions
read
of
the
Android
text.
phones in the world, no other phone will be quite like mine.
You need better
And
drop
thanks to
shadow
Material
on those
you
white
can see that the
letters.
system's color palette is automatically adapted to match the wallpaper I created. Generative AI wallpapers will be coming this fall.
It takes some time to figure that out. They can do it.
So from a thriving ecosystem of devices to AI-powered expression, there is so much going on right now in Android.
What happened to his
Okay,
mouth?
Rick is up next to show you how this Android innovation is coming to life in the Pixel family of devices. Thank you.
Finally! It took them 95 minutes, guys, but I think we're finally going to get a hardware announcement now, which is what we all came for. Ranger Rick, take us home.
The pace of AI innovation over the past year has been astounding. As you heard Sundar talk about earlier,
We're using
new
AI to
advances
take
are transforming
Galaxy
everything
Folds and turn them
from
into
creativity
pixels.
and productivity to knowledge and learning. Now let's talk about what that innovation means for Pixel, which has been leading the way in AI-driven hardware experiences for years.
AI hardware?
Now, from the beginning, Pixel was conceived as an AI-first mobile computer.
Pixel was
bringing together all
conceived.
the amazing breakthroughs across the company and putting them into a Google device you can hold in your hand. Other phones have AI features, but Pixel is the only phone with AI at the center. And I mean that literally. The Google Tensor G2 chip is custom designed to put Google's leading edge AI research to work in our Pixel devices.
I can't wait for the G6.
By combining Tensor's on-device intelligence with Google's AI in the cloud, Pixel delivers truly personal AI.
There's a shop
Your
section.
device adapts to your own needs and preferences, and it anticipates how it can help you save time and get more done.
I'll give you a clock.
This personal AI enables all those helpful experiences that Pixel's known for that aren't available on any other mobile device, like Pixel Call Assist, which helps you avoid long hold times, navigate phone tree menus, ignore the calls you don't want, and get better sound quality
Someone's
on the calls you do want.
Oh my God.
Personal AI also enables helpful Pixel speech experiences. On-device machine learning
This is
translates
recap.
different languages for you, transcribes conversations in real time, and understands how you talk and type. And you're protected with Pixel Safe, a collection of features that keep you safe online
I just picture a bank
and
vault.
in the real world. And of course,
Face
there's
unlock.
Pixel Camera.
Is that the official term for it? It's using the same lenses.
It understands faces, expressions, and skin tones to better depict you and the people you care about. So your photos will always
How does it
look
depict people
amazing.
I don't care about?
We're also constantly working to make Pixel Camera more inclusive and more accessible with features like real tone and guided frame.
If there's someone cringy in the photo, it encourages you to move over. Oh,
Pixel
cut them out.
experiences continue to be completely unique in mobile computing.
Don't take a picture
And that's
again.
because
That's awkward.
Pixel's the only phone engineered end-to-end by Google, and the only phone that combines Google Tensor, Android, and AI.
Well, do you let other companies have Tensor? I'm guessing you don't. But it'd be cool if you did. They probably
With
wouldn't
this
take
combination of hardware and software, Pixel lets you experience all those incredible new AI-powered features you saw today in one place. For example, the new Magic Editor in Google Photos that Sundar showed you, it'll be available for early access to select Pixel phones later this year,
That looks
opening up a whole
so
new
much like
avenue of
Subject
creativity
Lift.
with your photos. And Dave just showed you how Android's adding depth to how you can express yourself with generative AI wallpapers. And across search,
I was stealing those
Workspace,
wallpapers anyway.
and Bard, new features powered by large language models can spark your imagination, make big tasks more manageable, and help you find better answers to everyday
Respond to
questions.
all of my emails
all from your
automatically,
Pixel
please.
device. We have so many more exciting developments in the space, and we can't wait to show you more in the coming months.
Months?
Now, it's probably no surprise that as AI keeps getting more and more helpful, our Pixel portfolio keeps growing in popularity. Last year's Pixel devices are our most popular generation yet, with both users and respected reviewers and analysts.
Did they really say that about the buds? Remember what Marquez said? I think he said, "This ain't it, Chief."
Our Pixel phones won multiple Phone of the Year awards.
Phone of the Year. There he is.
Yes, thank you.
Android Authority.
And in the
voted
premium smartphone
Pixel
category,
for best phone. That
Google is the fastest growing OEM in our markets.
It's like saying Tailosive Tech elected the iPhone as the best phone
One of our
the year.
more popular products is the Pixel A series, which delivers incredible. Thank you. I'm glad you like it.
A for affordable.
It delivers incredible Pixel performance in a very affordable device.
Pixel performance.
And to continue the I/O tradition,
I like that.
let me show you the newest member of our A series.
7A.
Today,
It's time.
we're completely upgrading everything you love about our A series with the gorgeous new Pixel 7A.
Woo! It's here.
Wow.
It's blue. Ooh.
Like all Pixel 7 series devices,
Coral.
Pixel 7a is powered by our flagship Google Tensor G2 chip, and it's paired with 8 gigabytes of RAM,
Beautiful.
which ensures Pixel 7a delivers best-in-class performance and intelligence.
Oh, those bezels.
And you're gonna love the camera.
Wow.
The 7a
That better
takes
be
the
cheap.
crown from 6a as the highest-rated camera in its class, with the biggest upgrade ever to our A-series camera hardware, including a 72% bigger main camera sensor.
Ooh, that's good. We've got a new phone. It must be under 500, right?
Now here's the best part. Pixel 7a is available today, starting at $499.
Oh my god. Wow. Oh, there's a silver
It's
one
an
too.
it's an
That's good.
unbeatable combination of design, performance, and photography,
How many
all at a
colors are
great
there?
value.
The 4 colors?
And you can check out the entire Pixel 7a lineup on the Google Store, including our exclusive coral color.
Why is it exclusive?
Now,
Offers
next
vary?
up, we're going to show you how we're continuing to expand the Pixel portfolio into new form factors.
Here we go.
Yeah.
There it is. It's folding time, gents. Here it comes.
Foldables and tablets.
Oh.
You can see them right there.
That's the reveal.
It's a complete ecosystem of AI-powered devices engineered by Google.
That's not how I'd reveal
Here's
it.
Rose to show you what a larger screen Pixel can do for you.
Rose from The Last Jedi. Rose from Star Wars.
Okay.
It's under $500.
Which have been a little bit frustrating. It's always hard to know where they fit in, and they haven't really changed in the past 10 years.
Whose fault is that?
A lot of times they're sitting forgotten in the drawer, and that one moment you need it, it is out of battery.
Wow, she's describing
We
my
believe
iPad.
tablets and large screens in general still have a lot of potential. So we set out to build something different, making big investments across Google Apps, Android,
Nest
and
Ultra.
Pixel to reimagine how large screens can deliver a more helpful experience.
There's a black line on there, and you're
Pixel
not
tablet
showing it.
is the only tablet
Whoa.
engineered by Google and designed
Whoa.
specifically to be helpful in your hand and in the place they are used the most, the home. We designed the Pixel tablet to uniquely deliver helpful
Oh,
Pixel
God.
experiences.
8 megapixel
and that
front,
starts
3
with
megapixel
great
speed.
hardware. A beautiful 11-inch high-resolution display with crisp audio from the 4 built-in speakers.
White bezels, though?
A premium aluminum enclosure with a nanoceramic coating that feels great in the hand and is cool to the touch.
Turns it to plastic.
The world's best Android experience on a tablet,
Ugh.
powered by Google Tensor G2
Okay.
for long-lasting battery life and cutting-edge personal AI. For example, with Tensor G2, we optimized the Pixel camera specifically for video calling. Tablets are fantastic
Center
video calling
stage.
devices.
Yay.
And with Pixel tablet, you are always in frame, in focus.
Those are black
and
bezels.
looking your best.
Good. Thank
the
you.
large screen makes Pixel Tablet the best Pixel device for editing photos with AI-powered tools like Magic Eraser and Photo Unblur.
Unblur.
Now,
Let's not show how that
typing on a
works.
tablet can be so frustrating. With Pixel Speech and Tensor G2, we have the best voice recognition, making voice typing
that's
nearly
far more
3 times
frustrating.
faster than tapping.
Why is tapping
As
so
Samir
frustrating?
mentioned, we've been making huge investments to create great app experiences for larger screens, including more than 50 of our own apps.
That's a horrible. Look at
With
that.
Pixel Tablet, you're getting great tablet hardware.
The giant
with
menu
great
bar.
tablet
Candy
apps.
Crush!
But we
Yes!
have an
I hate that
opportunity
now
to
playing
make the tablet
tab.
even more helpful in the home. So we engineered a first of its kind charging speaker dock.
Thunk. Yeah, that's better. I like that.
It
Stop
gives
all
the
the
tablet
AI
a
talk,
home.
please.
And now you never have to worry about it being charged. Pixel Tablet is always ready to help 24/7. When it's docked,
Unless it's
the new
updating.
hub mode turns Pixel Tablet into a beautiful digital photo frame, a powerful smart home controller, a voice-activated helper, and
Play
a
some
shared
music.
entertainment device.
Ooh.
It feels like a smart display, but has one huge advantage.
How much is
With the ultra-fast fingerprint sensor, I can quickly unlock the device and get immediate access to all my favorite Android apps.
We don't have a video of
So I can
that.
quickly find the recipe with Side Chef, or discover a new podcast on Spotify, or find something to watch
Like the
with
Joe
the
Rogan experience.
tablet-optimized
Oh, God!
Google TV app.
No.
Your media is going to look and sound great
It's a
with
TV.
room-filling sound from the charging speaker dock.
The Pixel
Pixel
Slate.
Tablet
I mean,
is also the ultimate way
the
to
Pixel
control
tablet.
your smart home. And that starts with a new redesigned Google Home app. It looks great on Pixel Tablet, and it brings together over 80,000 supported smart home devices, including all of your Matter-enabled devices. We also
Matter. Applauds herself.
We also made it really easy to access your smart home controls directly from hub mode. With the new home panel, any family member can quickly adjust the lights, lock the doors, or see if a package was delivered. Or if you're lazy like me, you can just use your voice. Now, we know that tablets
That's
are often
an
shared.
awkward pause.
So a tablet for the home needs to support multiple users.
Could use your voice.
Pixel Tablet makes switching between users
Oh my
super
God.
easy.
Can
So you get
Apple
your
do
own
this,
apps
please?
And your own content while maintaining your privacy.
Why doesn't Apple even have that? Come on, Apple. Google's beating you on some of these features.
And my favorite part, it is so easy to move content between devices. Pixel Tablet is the first tablet with Chromecast built in. So
What?
with a few taps,
How's that different?
I can easily cast some music or my favorite show from my phone to the tablet.
YouTube music.
And then I can just take the tablet off the dock and keep listening or watching all around the house. We designed a new type of case for Pixel Tablet that solves the pain of flimsy tablet cases. It has a built-in stand that provides continuous flexibility.
That's an earring.
And sturdy at all angles.
What is
So you
that?
can confidently use your tablet anywhere, on a plane, in bed, or in the kitchen.
Does it not scrape
The
the
case
back?
easily docks, you never have to take it off to charge. It's just another example of how we can make the tablet experience even more helpful.
What is that? How does it lock on the back? I don't understand.
The new Pixel tablet comes in 3 colors. It is available for pre-order today and ships next month starting at just $4.99.
Okay. I hope it comes with the dock. That's a pretty good price.
And the best part, every Pixel tablet comes bundled with the 129 charging speaker dock for free.
Wait, 129. Why is it free if it's 129? Hold on.
It is truly the best tablet in your hand and
What
in
was
your
that?
home. To give you an idea of just how helpful Pixel tablet can be, we asked TV personality Michelle Buteau to put it to the test.
Who?
Let's see how that went.
When Google asked me to spend the day
Okay.
with this tablet. I was
Too
a
much
little
copyright
apprehensive
music.
because I'm not a tech person. I don't know how things work all the time.
Mm.
I'm a woman in STEM now.
Well, we've got a tablet for you.
Floor, let alone a charger for something. So when the Google folks
I want to see the... Oh no, not Rings of Power.
okay, then Google prove it.
It plays music.
I'm on average.
If you want more docks around the house, I see. So it can have multiple charging docks.
All these features, honey, the 360 of it all. The last time I was around this much sand,
Ooh,
some of it got
that
off
was
my belly
choppy.
button, and I had a pearl 2 weeks later. Look, there's a bird.
Ew, don't say
So
that.
this is what I love about my me time today. 6 shows.
Oh,
just
sorry, it's so
popped up
pixelated. I don't know what
based off
happened.
my preferences, and they were like, "Hey, girl."
It should slowly recover. Give T-Mobile a second.
My husband is actually a photographer, so I have to rely on him to make everything nice and
It's
pretty.
free, but you can buy other docks for him. Thank you, Marine X. T-Mobile glitching out.
Right here. You see this one? Get this mic. You see that? Magic eraser.
Okay.
Like a circle or brush. I'm gonna do both.
It'll take a minute, but sometimes
How cute is that? And so
sometimes T-Mobile dips like that.
happy with me reviewing this.
It's slowly making its way back up.
Give me one, because I mean,
You're
getting tired, right? You're not? Okay.
Yeah, I want to see how well this one sells. It's kind of expensive for a speaker, but cheap for a tablet. All right, it's back.
That's a pretty good first review.
It's a pixelated stream,
Now,
exactly.
Tablets aren't the only large screen device we want to show you today. It's been really exciting to see foldables take off over the past few years.
Look, they have the Pixel 7a
Android's
right
driven
here on the
so much
stream.
innovation in this new form factor.
They already
and
want
we
me
see
to buy
tremendous
it.
potential here. We've heard from our users that the Dream Foldable should have a versatile form factor, making it great to use both folded and unfolded.
Who tweeted that?
It should also have a flagship level camera system
That's
that
all.
truly takes advantage
Who
of
said
the unique
that?
design.
When did they say that?
And an app experience that's fluid and seamless across both screens.
Are these
Creating
real
a foldable
tweets?
like that, it really means pushing the envelope with state-of-the-art technology. And that means an ultra-premium $17.99 device.
What?
Now to get there, we've been working closely with our Android colleagues
Did
to
he just
create
reveal the price?
a new standard for foldable technology.
$17.99.
Introducing Google Pixel Fold.
That was interesting to unveil the price first.
It combines Tensor G2, Android innovation, and AI for an incredible phone
It uses
that
AI.
unfolds into an incredible compact tablet.
It's a very
It's
compact.
the only foldable engineered by Google to adapt to how you want to use it, with a familiar front display that works great when it's folded, and when it's unfolded, it's our thinnest phone yet, and the thinnest foldable on the market.
Ooh. It better be for 1800. My
Now
God.
to get there, we had to pack a flagship level phone into nearly half the thickness.
Oh,
which meant
MKBHD
completely
revealed it.
redesigning components like the telephoto lens and the battery and a lot more. So it can fold up and it can fit in your pocket and retain that familiar smartphone silhouette when it's in your hand.
Should we all just watch Marquez
Pixel
now?
Fold has 3 times the screen space of a normal phone. You unfold it,
What's
and
a
you're
normal
treated to an expansive 7.6-inch display that opens flat with a custom 180-degree fluid friction hinge. So you're getting the best of both worlds. It's a powerful smartphone when it's convenient, and an immersive tablet when you need one.
Who plays
And
it
like
in
every
portrait
phone we
mode?
make, Pixel Fold is built to last. We've extensively tested the hinge to be the most durable
How
of any
long?
foldable.
Mm.
Corning
Take that,
Gorilla Glass
Samsung.
Victus protects it from exterior scratches.
Samsung's probably
while the
manufacturing
IPX8 water-resistant design safeguards against the weather. And as you'd expect from a Pixel device, Pixel Fold gives you entirely new ways to take stunning photos and videos with Pixel Camera. You put the camera in tabletop mode to capture the stars.
Tripod free.
And you can get closer with the best zoom on a foldable. And use the best camera on the phone
foldables
for your
comparing
selfies.
it to?
The unique combination of form factor, triple rear camera hardware, and personal AI with Tensor G2 make it the best foldable camera system.
There's like 3 foldables, dude.
Now,
Everyone's on their
there's so
phone.
many experiences that feel even more natural with the Pixel Fold. One is the dual screen interpreter mode. Your
What?
Pixel Fold can use both displays. Both displays.
Yeah, you can't do that on a normal phone.
To provide a live translation to you
That's neat.
and the person you're talking to. So it's really easy to connect across
Great
languages.
for Americans who don't want to learn other countries' language. Which is all of us, unfortunately. He's
Empowering
leaving.
all of this is Google Tensor G2.
Bye.
Pixel Fold has all the personal AI features you'd expect from a top-of-the-line
Yeah, they did an
Pixel
emoji
device,
wallpaper.
including safety, speech, and call assist. Plus, it's got great performance for on-the-go multitasking and entertainment.
Way cheaper than a tripod.
And the entire foldable experience
I don't know if
is
that's
built
sarcasm.
on Android.
My tripod
So
was
let's get Dave
$60.
back out here to show you the latest improvements to Android you'll get to experience on a Pixel Fold.
Whoa. Hey, look, he bought a tripod.
All right. Thanks, Rick. From new form factors and customizability to biometrics and computational photography, Android has always been at the forefront of mobile industry breakthroughs. And recently, we've been working on a ton of features and improvements for large screen devices like tablets and foldables. So, who thinks we should try a bunch of live demos on the new Pixel Fold?
No, don't do it.
All right, let's do it.
No!
It starts the second I unfold the device with this stunning wallpaper animation.
Wow.
And the hinge sensor is actually driving the animation, and it's a subtle thing, but it makes the device feel so
It can
dynamic and
fly.
alive.
It folds.
Yeah, I just love that. All right, so let's go back to the folded state, and I'm looking at Google Photos of a recent snowboarding trip. Now, the scenery is really beautiful,
That
so I want to
hinge.
show you on the big screen. I just open my phone, and the video instantly expands into this gorgeous full-screen view.
Look at those bezels. That's like a little bit bigger than a normal
We
phone.
call this feature continuity, and we've obsessed over every millisecond it takes for
Continuity.
apps to seamlessly adapt from the small screen to the larger screen. Now, all work
got
and
a
no play
crease.
makes Davey a dull boy. So I'm going to message my buddy about getting back out on the mountain. I can just swipe to bring up the new Android taskbar, then drag Google Messages to the side to enter split screen mode like so. And to inspire my buddy, I'm going to send him a photo, so I can just drag and drop from Google Photos right into my message like so. And thanks to the new Jetpack
Wow.
drag and drop library,
It's right
this is
here.
now
They're already
supported in
advertising
a
it.
wide variety of apps, from Workspace to WhatsApp.
$1,800.
You'll notice we've made a bunch of improvements
Yikes.
throughout the OS to take advantage of the larger screen. So for example, here's the new split keyboard for faster typing.
Did you say?
And if I pull down from the top, you'll notice the new 2-panel shade showing both my notifications and my quick settings at the same time.
Why is one so bright?
Now, Pixel Fold is great for productivity on the go. And if I swipe up into Overview, you'll notice that we now keep the multitasking windows paired. And for example, I was working on a Google Docs and Slides earlier to prep for this keynote. And
Talk slower?
I think I've followed most of these tips so far, but I'm not quite done yet.
He just
I've been
starts
warned, by the
cursing
way.
profusely.
Anyway, I can even adjust the split to suit the content that I'm viewing. And working this way, it's like having a dual monitor set up in the palm of my hand, allowing me to do 2 things at once.
You could buy
Which
3
reminds me,
Pixel
I should probably
7As
send
for
Rick a
this.
quick note. So I'll open Gmail. And I don't have a lot of time, so I'm going to use the new Help Me Write feature. So let's try this out. Don't
Yeah, it
cheer
does,
yet. Let's see if
Rick.
it works. Okay, Rick.
Spells his name
Rick,
wrong.
congrats on, what are we going to call this? Pixel Fold launch. Amazing with Android. Okay. And then I probably should say Dave, not Andrew, Android. Dave. Hard to type with all you people looking at me. All right. Now,
there's all the
by the power of large language
generative
models,
AI.
allow me to elaborate. Dear Rick, congratulations on the successful launch of Pixel Fold. I'm really impressed with the device and how well it integrates Android. The foldable screen is a game changer, and I can't wait to see what you do with it.
No, we've never had a folding phone in the past 4 years.
All right, that's productivity, but there's more.
What's he
The
showing it
Pixel
to?
Fold is also an awesome entertainment device, and YouTube is just a really great showcase for this.
Looks up
So
this
let's start
live
watching this
stream.
video on the big screen. Now, look what happens when I fold a device at right angles. YouTube enters what we call tabletop mode, so that the video plays on the top half, and then we're working on adding playback controls to the bottom half
You're
for an
working on
awesome
it?
single-handed lean-back experience. And the video just keeps playing fluidly through these transitions without losing a beat. Okay, one last thing. We're adding support for switching displays from within an app. And Pixel Fold's camera is a really great example of that. Now, by the way, say hi to Julie behind me. She's the real star of this show.
She's the camera woman, Rick.
So
Come
Pixel
on.
Fold has this new button on the bottom right. So I'm going to tap this, and it means I can move the viewfinder to the outside screen. So let me turn the device around.
So it's just black on
Okay,
the
so why is this interesting? Well, it means that the viewfinder is now beside the rear camera system. And that means I can get a high quality, ultra wide, amazing selfie with the best camera on the device.
Or a telephoto
Speaking of which,
selfie.
and you knew where this was going, smile everybody, you look awesome.
You better unblur it.
I always wanted to do that at Google I/O keynote. All right. All right, so what you're seeing here is the culmination of
Unplugs
several
it.
years of work, in fact, on large screens, spanning the Android OS and the most popular apps on the Play Store. All this work comes alive on the amazing new Pixel tablet and Pixel
Yeah.
Fold. Check out this video.
Can we
Thank you.
get community posts on iPad? Is that Axel F Crazy Frog? I don't like that now playing UI. They could simplify that a bit. I heard that Peter Pan got terrible reviews. Plastic screens are practically a mirror. They're so reflective. Yeah, they do look kind of cheap. They feel kind of cheap too. It's just hard to make a 7.6-inch display sound big when iPad mini was already not a great selling tablet, and that had a 7.9-inch display before they refreshed it. This is smaller than that, so it's kind of this awkward in-between aspect ratio. Hopefully people... What's wrong? Now what? My internet's fine. T-Mobile was strong. That was on their
That demo
end.
was awesome. Across Pixel and Android, we're making huge strides with large screen devices. And we can't wait to get Pixel Tablet and Pixel Fold into your hands.
When?
And you're not going to have to wait too long. You can pre-order Pixel Fold starting today.
Ooh.
And it'll ship next month.
Next month. I won't live that long. Looks too small to be useful for literally. Thank you, Simply Sora, for the super
And you'll
chat.
get the most out of our first ultra premium foldable by pairing it with Pixel Watch. So when you pre-order
us.
Pixel Fold, you'll also get
Whoa.
a Pixel Watch on us.
They really want you to buy this thing, don't they? Oh my god. 2
The
terabytes
Pixel
of
family
Google One.
continues to grow into the most dynamic
Jeez.
mobile hardware portfolio in
It's
the
a lot
market
of
today.
phones.
From a broad selection of smartphones to watches, earbuds, and now tablets and foldables, there are more ways than ever to experience the helpfulness Pixel's known for.
We don't talk about
wherever
Chromebooks.
and whenever you need it.
Chromebooks are
Now
the
let me
thing.
pass it back to Sundar. Thanks, everyone.
Wow. Well, at least you get a watch with it. That makes it a bit more digestible.
Thanks, Rick. I'm really enjoying the new tablet and the first Pixel foldable phone.
You already have
I'm
it?
proud of the progress Android is driving across
Sundar's
the
been
ecosystem.
using it for a few weeks now.
As we wrap up, I've been reflecting on the big technology shifts that we've all been a part of.
Sell the
The
watch
shift with AI
to
is
offset
as
the
big
cost.
as they come.
Good idea.
And that's why it's so important that we make AI helpful for everyone. We are approaching it boldly with a sense of excitement. Because as we look ahead, Google's deep understanding of information, combined with the capabilities of generative AI, can transform search and all of our products yet again. And we are doing this responsibly in a way that underscores the deep commitment we feel to get it right.
I think he's wrapping up.
No one company can do this alone. Our developer community
Should we order
will be
one?
key to unlocking the enormous opportunities ahead.
Oh, 512 gig.
We look
is
forward
19.
to working together and building together. So on behalf of all of us at Google, thank you and enjoy the rest of I/O.
Okay. Got the music. Yeah, what's the trade-in credits like? Google made my phone. Pixel 7 Pro. The base storage size. Yes, it's in good condition. 380, jeez. Fold is there. I don't want to dox myself. Choose an offer. You can elect to say, no, I don't want a Pixel Watch. At no additional charge. Okay, they're done. And they said it'll be available next month? When item arrives. See, that's why I'm not going to be here when it gets here, so that's why I can't order one. I don't see the date, but I'll be gone for a while. Let me see 7A. If that one's more clear. Oh my God, her face! This is probably the best part of the launch. Bezel's a little chunky, but that's okay. Bezels get more hate than they deserve. I'm using an iPhone SE, and it sucks, but I like it, you know? Google Store exclusive. What about storage? Is there only one storage option? Let's say I traded in my iPhone SE. 64 gig. $28. Wow, thanks, Google. Am I going to watch the developer keynote? Probably not. Google's. I thought this was a developer keynote. Did you ever use the Pixel A series buds? No, I did not. Please, no Pixel Watch as an option. Oh, you can get the Pixel Buds A series included while supplies last. They just got to sell out of inventory. Delivers May 12th to May 15th. Okay. I need to check in on their return policy. Man, if they would have just made a product red one, I probably would have ordered it. That one looks clean, though. See, it's like baby blue. How is that most complete ecosystem with no Chromebook replacement? I don't know. Did they talk about Chromebooks up here? Smart home speakers. Oh yeah, let's see the tablet with 12 months financing. Pre-order. So if you just buy the dock, can the dock just act as a speaker, I guess is my question. Yeah, they announced the tablet. It's $499. Some of them have white bezels, which I hate, but luckily they do showcase 27 watt-hour battery. That doesn't sound huge to me. But they're getting 12 hours of video streaming. Okay. Comes with a charging adapter. Thank you for listing the colors in text. Well, it's trying to be cheap, so that's why it's not OLED, but camera features. Oh, jeez. Front camera, portrait mode only. Front camera, 84-degree field of view. That's not that wide. But I saw center stage type stuff. It does come with a dock. A dock is included at $499. See, I don't like that one, but that one looks pretty good. I like this, actually. This might be my favorite announcement of the day. You can get 256 gig for $599. Yeah, no trade-in. Interesting. But that doesn't deliver until next June. So, okay, I will not be able to buy that. Rose? Rose gets the white bezel. bezels. Ugh. Hazel, is that like slightly green too? Interesting. Everyone uploading their full vids now. Yeah, I know. Everyone should just go and watch Marquez's video at this point. He's got all the hardware already. This, I don't think there's any special promos to pre-ordering, luckily. I have a video about Final Cut on the iPad coming up right after this, so stay tuned. But it's already done. I just need to upload it. Oh, and they discounted the 7 Pro by $100. Interesting. So there's 7 Pro, 7, and 7A. What's the processors? It's the G2 Google custom chip. Compare phones. And they improved the camera on the 7A. Let's compare it to the 6A. From $349. Wait, is that new? Was the price always $349? They're still selling it. That's a great deal. Oh my God. I'd almost rather buy this. It's so close. I kind of prefer the blacked out visor. Marquez video starts with Google is the worst company on earth. Does he really say that? I don't know if I believe you. Let's see. Which video? 27 minutes? That's the oldest one.
Google is the worst company on earth at keep.
Okay. We heard, no more context necessary. We heard him say it right there, ladies and gentlemen. It was originally $449. Did they not mention that during the keynote? The 6A got a $100 discount. That's a great deal. No joke. I know I'm memeing on Google a lot today, and I'm cracking jokes because that's how I make boring events interesting. But no joke, $349 for the 6A is a great price. Oh wait, Pixel 7a smooth display up to 90 hertz. That's pretty good. 8 gigs of RAM on the 7A, 6 gigs of RAM on the 6A. Same water resistance. Oh, and the 7A got wireless charging. That's kind of important to me. Yeah, that would be kind of hard to not have. Sung Imperial says, I would never lie to you. Oh, that's good. I'd rather buy MKBHD's shoes. That's fair. 6A won't be discounted. What? I thought it was discounted. Wider field of view. 64 megapixel quad Bayer wide camera. Jeez. Wait, is that a slight f1.9, f1.89 aperture, f1.7? So did the aperture get a little bit worse? Because I don't know if you guys know that, but with focal lengths on the aperture, lower is better. So the aperture, I think, got a little bit worse. Field of view is wider, though. This has a lower pixel width, though. Usually you want that higher. Yeah, it's not bad. The A series of phones have always been great, in my opinion. I love the 3A. I love the 4A when I reviewed it. And I straight up recommended many people in my personal life to get the 4A when it came out. At this point, I'm trying to figure out Google Tensor versus Tensor G2. There's no face unlock on the 6A? That's interesting. Thank you, Google, for having a compare page. They used to not have this. Oh, and that's interesting. Look, the battery capacity is larger on the 6A physically, just by a little bit, even though they say it's the same battery life. The camera's mostly upgraded. There's there's one portion of the camera that might be a little bit worse. f1.7 versus f1.89. Super res zoom. Photo unblur. The 6A doesn't get that. Or long exposure. That's interesting. Huh. I'm trying to decide whether the Pixel 7a would be worth it over the 6a. The 6a seems like the best deal, to be honest. Under $400 for a phone with all that. You get the Pixel Buds A included with the 7a in Sweden. Yeah, I think it's the same here. I think it's included at no additional charge. Yeah, there it is. If I skip. Save $99. What color? Interesting. G2 is more efficient than G1. Early impression said it got 5.5 hours on moderate usage. Okay. Google Fi might be cheaper. They also include YouTube Premium. YouTube Premium is great. I don't have a Pixel, but I do have YouTube Premium. Is the tablet included in the smart home section? Nest Hub Max. No, they don't really mention it. That's its own thing. They have a tablet section, I think, even though there's one tablet. I guess there's multiple color options, though. Who has these cones of Dunshire on their desks? That's weird. Kirk Jones, thank you for the super chat. Is it weird that besides maybe some of the old Nest stuff that there's literally nothing I want from Google's hardware store anymore versus Apple? No, you're an Apple sheep and this is an Apple channel, so that makes sense. Oh, it's an entire case that goes on the outside. I get it. I missed that part. Probably because you guys were distracting me. Let's see. If you got the Pixel Buds included with the 7a on Google Fi, that would be an insane bargain. Yeah. The 7a will likely go below 400 with promos. And trade-in. Most people are trading in. That's cool. I really like that kickstand design. It's not flimsy. That'll probably age a lot better. It protects the actual chassis. And it fits around the charging dock. I gotta hand it to him. Maybe the software's botched. I don't know, because I haven't tried this tablet yet. But as far as hardware goes, I am very impressed by the Pixel tablet. 11-inch screen. I guess those hands or something. They make the tablet look. When I see this, I'm picturing 12.9 inches, but it's not. It's more in line to what an iPad Air would be size-wise. I don't like the white bezels though. This is the color I would get if I was to get one. I've done, like I said, Sniper RTX. I've done a video on Final Cut on the iPad. I just need to upload it. I'm live streaming right now. If I try to upload it now, it'll crash the stream. So hang tight. I did a whole video. I think the smart connector right there that charges on a dock and then turns into a smart speaker, because tablets usually are just used at the home. They're not taken on the go all that much. I think this was a clever implementation. How much is that case? $80? Whew. Yeah, that's kind of up there. What was the refresh rate of the display? I didn't catch that. Is it 60 hertz? They don't even say it, so it's probably 60 hertz. It's a pretty high resolution, though. 2560 by 1600, 500 nits. It's fairly bright, nothing fancy. So it gets the job done. I think they're understanding how tablets are used for, though. Google apps might be okay on the tablet. Third-party apps will not. Well, luckily, Google has a lot of apps we tend to use, like Gmail and YouTube and stuff. And it comes with a charging brick. And it comes with the dock for $4.99. I got to admit, that's might be the most interesting. Look at that charging puck. That might be the most interesting announcement of the day. I'm less interested in the folding phone just because it's, I mean, I guess it's on par with the price of other folding phones, but still $1,800 for a 7.6-inch display is not wowing me. There's a few gimmicky things like, oh, you can live translate and display the text on the outside screen. Tab S8 Plus does include the pen. Yeah, it's probably not the best display for drawing, but this is just like phone off the walls. Just like if we put as much money into a phone as possible, this is the outcome. Single nano SIM and eSIM. At least it still has a SIM card tray. I don't think they mentioned the refresh rate, so that's what makes me think it's probably 60 hertz. This is just, it's interesting, but it's so expensive, it's hard to be excited for. Wi-Fi 6E, that's good, though. 5 years of Pixel updates. I'd like to test that 5 years later. How are Pixel phones from 2018 doing? I'm curious. First, did they mention the refresh rate of the display here? They better both be up to 120. That's good. Internal fold. Okay, though they're both 120 hertz. That's good. 1,000,000 contrast ratio, as I would expect. 1,000 nits, typical on the internal display. Up to 1,200 nits on the external. I like the aspect ratio. This one seems a lot more reasonable than the super skinny Z Fold. Am I getting the full Drew? I don't think I can, just logistically, because I'm gonna be not here when they start delivering this thing. So I don't want to order it now, and I'm leaving the country basically, so I don't even know if I could ship it to where I'm going. But I'm curious. Honestly, I would probably rather review it from Amazon because the return window would be longer. You can compare this. This is not even the same page. The Pixel Fold just went away when I hit the compare button. And it doesn't let me select a new phone. There we go. The Pixel Fold is... Oh, here it is. 5.8 inches. I like that screen size. That's the screen size of the iPhone 10. Pixel 7 Pro 512 gig plus Pixel Watch plus Pixel Tablet. Still cheaper than the bezel monster. That's funny to think about. You'd be better off buying a 7 Pro, a watch, and a tablet. You'd save money. Wow. It does have wireless charging. That's good. I want to see battery share. Charge other devices wirelessly. Okay, that's interesting. So the Fold does not have reverse wireless charging. I want to see the differences in camera. 4,800 milliamp hours is pretty good, but it's a lot larger display. Well, I guess that's compared to the Pixel 7. It's actually a smaller battery than the 7 Pro. I don't like their terminology for battery here. They're saying battery can last beyond 24 hours, but it's like, what does that even mean in the 7 section? Estimated battery life on testing using a median Pixel user battery usage profile across a mix of talk, data, standby. So they're not explicitly saying how much of that 72 hours or over 24 hours is on standby. It's weird terminology. Mirror polished stainless steel hinge. I don't get a stainless steel hinge on my non-folding phone. What the heck? Some secret contrast. They can only sell foldables at carriers like that. 12 gigs of RAM on the Pixel Fold to match that of the 7 Pro. That makes sense. Same M2 chip, even though that'll probably be dated in a few months when the G3 chip comes out. Still has face unlock. Okay. So the Pixel Fold actually has the 48 megapixel quad camera. It's a slightly lower megapixel count than the 7 and 7 Pro have. Same field of view, I assume. Yeah, 82 degrees. Same aperture. Lower ultra wide though than the 7 and 7 Pro. So it's not as sharp an ultra wide lens. Interesting field of view though. 121 versus the Pixel 7 had 114. Pixel 7 Pro had 125. So, and lens correction. This has a 10 megapixel telephoto camera, whereas the Pro has a 48 megapixel telephoto camera. Slightly lower aperture, though. Slightly wider field of view, 5x optical zoom, super zoom up to 20x. That's all the rear camera. Front camera is also slightly lower megapixel. So it's not top of the line camera specs. I'm sure it's probably with Google's smart enhancement of images and stuff, it's probably better picture quality than what you get on a Galaxy Foldable, but it's always just interesting to me that there's so many compromises involved. For, you know, I wouldn't mind it so much if it was closer to what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like $1,500 or $1,600 in that ballpark, because Google usually is a little bit cheaper than everybody else, but $1,800 and you're getting not the best camera system you could, like what you just described, like Penn described. If you bought the Pixel 7 Pro and the Pixel tablet, you'd save money and you'd get a better camera. Probably a better battery life, too. Inner camera, 8 megapixels. Yeah, no one else has the inner camera. That's right. Photo unblur. There's no macro mode. Interesting. So the 7 Pro has macro focus and the Fold does not. But it does have the rear camera selfie. So you can use the 3 microphones, spatial audio, stereo speakers. Yeah. It's kind of cool for the techie people out there. I do think that the folding phone market will continue to exist. I just don't think it will ever be the norm. And now that we've had folding phones for 4 years, I feel even more confident in my claim that it will continue to be a portion of the market, but not the mainstream. I'm doing good, Anna Maria. You have a track record of always showing up right before I sign off. I'm about to wrap up the stream here. But okay, it's like a 1080p display on the outside. But at least it's 120 hertz. That's good. I actually prefer this aspect ratio than these two. These are too tall in my opinion. I prefer this. And you get a free Pixel Watch when you... Well, I don't know if you get that with the 7 Pro. Do you? They discounted the 7 Pro. Obsidian. See, why don't they have a Pixel tablet in Obsidian? I'll be honest, I was very close to ordering one of these. Yeah, there's no Pixel Watch for free. But you could get a watch and a Pixel 7 Pro and a Pixel tablet for less money than the Fold costs, which makes it kind of hard to justify. But yeah, I like the 7A. Pretty reasonably priced, and it comes with the Pixel Buds. That's a good deal. And the Pixel tablet, I think, is my most interesting portion of the event. The software is what I'm most confused by in terms of like what can you use it for, but I think Google's kind of acknowledging that it's not meant to be like a pro tool. My brother says 11 Pro 5.8 inch was the best side. I agree. I love the screen size of the iPhone 10 and the 11 Pro, same screen size. And they put that on the outside of the Pixel Fold. So that's a good call. It's just so much money. Pixel 6a, honestly, I think being at $350 kind of steals the show. But $499 for a charging dock and the tablet itself, and it has an option with black bezels. Yeah, that's pretty impressive, Google. I'm sorry, I know I memed a lot through the beginning. It's just because I know that AI is most of Google's business, but when you rope in consumer-grade products to these events, you kind of force everyday consumers who don't know that much about Palm 2 and Colab and all of the AI machine learning training algorithms and how it helps with software engineering. And Google always advertises at I/O these really, really demo-friendly, Gmail tools or Google Sheets tools, but then hardly anyone uses them in the real world, which is why I think so many people are bored by it. But, people are interested in stuff. Everyday people are interested in stuff like the Pixel 7a or the Pixel tablet, because that's real, tangible stuff you can buy and use, whereas the AI tech and terminology and them slapping AI with all these different vernaculars and this is venture and this is this and this is Bard and that's different and generative AI helps with search, and yeah, I think the marketing department could brand it a little bit better or separate it into this should be in the developer keynote versus this should be an I/O. I think if you're going to unveil hardware like this at these types of keynotes, it makes sense to make it a bit more marketing friendly like Apple does. Like the unveilings here are always so cringy. Like the Rick guy's just like, and here's a tablet. Okay. And instead of Apple's like, here it is, and then it fades to black, and they always do these really cool renders and visualizations. Honestly, Ian Zelbo does way cooler renders than Google does on their... Yeah, Pixel 7a is 90 hertz. That's kind of neat. So I think you need to spice it up a little bit more and try not to get too technical when you're trying to make it. It's just this weird mixture when you make it a consumer event and a developer event. Maybe they're assuming that the developers aren't, that the average consumers aren't watching. So they're just like, oh, they'll find out when they check the website anyway. But yeah, I agree. It'd be kind of like launching an iPhone after talking about iOS animation. Pixel Fold and tablet are not launching in India. Oh, that's too bad. What a shame. So, because those events are filled with a lot of fluff and a lot of stuff we don't care about, that's why I make fun of them, is to make them more enjoyable. My goal is kind of like, if you really don't want me to talk or say anything during the whole thing, just watch the actual event. It's live streamed on YouTube, and you'll get a lot less lag that way. But if you want to watch my reaction, then it's probably the type of thing where you wouldn't really care. You wouldn't be watching the event otherwise if I weren't watching it. So that allows you to have more fun with it, and you still capture the silver lining. You get all the major bullet points, and then you move on from all of the fluff in between that doesn't really make a difference. I haven't seen a Google I/O in like 5 to 6 years. I don't remember them being this boring and hard to understand for normal people. I feel like they used to talk a lot more about Android and changes that were coming with Android 14. This felt like Bard and search and coding was the emphasis, and then real world tangible things like here's what we're changing with Android, or here's what we're changing with the Pixel lineup. That's always pushed to the end, is kind of an afterthought, like, oh yeah, and I guess we're doing this too, whatever. But I love the camera bump design. I'm looking at the website right now. I want Apple to copy this. And honestly, I would be curious if Apple did something like this, like a HomePod that charges your iPad via smart connector on the back. Get those black bezels back on there, please. That would be so cool. And I like their case design with the metal ring that adjusts, that still allows this thing. It's kind of expensive, but I think this thing is really cool. Not in porcelain, please. And yeah, it covers the whole thing. Look at that. I thought that said iPad. What does that say? It looked like the word iPad was right. It says Pixel. That's funny. The hardware was rushed. I would rather them spend a little bit more time on this and marketing this personally. Maybe they'd get better sales. But yeah, Pixel tablet, I think, is probably my favorite part of the keynote. Tablets are back, baby! We've got more tablet news to talk about today. I've got another video coming up about Pro apps on the iPad, so stay tuned for that. And I appreciate you guys watching along with me. There's a lot of fun. A lot more people watched than I expected. At certain points, we had over 500 people watching. I was like, really? There's a lot of you guys interested in this, surprisingly. Or just interested in my reaction to it, at least, because I kind of turn everything into jokes. Yeah, I loved the Nexus 6P. I remember I had that one for a while. Well, they kind of already have two separate events. I just don't think they're evenly distributing them that well. There's a developer keynote that gets more into the nitty-gritty details. I think a lot of the like Palm 2 and Gecko versus Unicorn stuff, put that in the developer keynote stuff, and then put more of the consumer-oriented stuff. People are always saying, like, why don't Pixels sell better? You know, Google makes good hardware, good software. Why don't they sell at the same volume as Samsung? I think a lot of it may come down to the marketing of it, and they don't usually do a great job or position them in a great way marketing-wise. Is there a chance I would switch to Google's ecosystem? They would have to change a lot, but yeah, I'd always say Google is the best positioned IP-wise to threaten Apple's ecosystem, because they have ownership of Android, so they can develop watches, phones, tablets with their own custom silicon, with their own in-house design software, which is what I like about Apple, is the first-party native experience designed from the ground up. And the problem is the software isn't there, especially the Pro software. You know, I'm not super tied down. I mean, I'm kind of tied down to iOS because of the Apple Card, and now the savings account thing is pretty sweet. We do have Apple Event Withdrawal. That's true, Dawson. But I think that if Google doubled down on making pro class, especially in my case, pro class video software, which I don't know why they don't when they own YouTube, and YouTube is all about content creation. Why don't they have their own video editor that's optimized for YouTube and can add title cards or add captions before you upload the video, and it can export it in a YouTube friendly way? And there's so many great perks, I think, that could come from YouTube making their own video editor and then baking that into a like Google equivalent of a M2 Pro or M2 Max chip, and having a Chromebook that could do more than just run Chrome, or a Pixelbook, whatever you want to call it. There's a way they could do it, but they're not doing it, and it all comes down to the execution, which is where Google usually struggles. Great ideas, botched execution, and that's why I think people have a hard time getting excited for all of the AI generative machine learning stuff that they showcase. Oh, this is going to be great for Gmail. This is going to be great for search. And then don't really roll it out at scale. And then people kind of forget about it. Same thing happened with Google Duplex. I remember everyone freaking out about Google Duplex when that first came out. And then ended up like hardly anyone uses it. Probably majority of YouTube videos are edited. Yeah, most of the YouTube videos online are probably edited with Apple hardware. It feels like a missed opportunity for Google to make hardware for the pros. They've got the money. They've got the engineering resources. They're developing their own silicon. Maybe that's their long-term vision. I don't know. But yeah, I already use a lot of... The reason I would switch to Google's ecosystem before anyone else's is because I already use a ton of Google services. So transitioning to Google hardware would be fairly seamless for me. I already use YouTube Music. I use YouTube Premium. I'm a YouTuber. I use Google AdSense. I use Gmail. That's my primary email and everything. So I could actually, if with proper execution, I could probably even have a more first-party, singular branded ecosystem by switching to Google, because I have a lot of look at my home screen. I've got YouTube Music there. I've got YouTube Studio here, and I've got the YouTube app here, and then my email up here. My email up here is basically just a Gmail account. So I could have even more of a first party experience basically if I switch to a Google ecosystem. But they need to execute better, and they need to have more pro class software and pro class hardware before I would consider switching. They should fix YouTube for Android and make it equal to iOS. There's a lot of things they need to do, but yeah. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. I got to get uploading my next video now, so stay tuned for that. But thank you all for watching. Hope you have an excellent rest of your day. Bye-bye.